Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bacon Bears, and welcome. On this channel, we talk about different cases, different accountability, things like that. Hello, chat. We've been going live every day, do long-form video. Unfortunately for you guys, I won't have long-form video ready. I have run out of all of my Laura Owens content, so I've been working on some other things, but I haven't been able to film because I've been live streaming here, you know? So you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, you know what I mean? So with that being said, we got absolutely nothing done yesterday because just chat got derailed. If you are new here and you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. Hype, like, whatever it is that you can do, mash your face against the keyboard. It really helps the channel. Hello to everyone in the chat. I see that you guys are early, which is great because I'm always early and being late gives me anxiety. But with that being said, we're going to start today a little differently. And I have prepared a sermon for y'all. So let's start clapping our hands, friends. Let me get some claps in the chat. Please be seated, brothers and sisters, as we gather here today, not for justice, not for truth, not for accountability, but we gather for breadsticks. We are podcasters. We are live streamers. We are YouTubers with ring lights, opinions, and pasta adjacent agenda that nobody can stop. We show up, we read the documents, we hold the line, and we do it together in a comment section. Like the beautiful, chaotic congregation that we are. Welcome to the Church of Immaculate Deception. Day 3. The full investigative report is open. This church is in session. And if you are new here, welcome. You have found your people. Subscribe, like, ring that bell.
Did somebody say the clap?
Say the clap. And if you are new here, pull up a black chair because we are just getting started. And it's about to be a lot. Remember, the truth always comes out. Sometimes it just needs a live stream to help it along. May Dave be in you and also with you. That's my opinion. Let's get started. You guys are ridiculous. Dave-alleluia. Hallelujah. Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys, hi, fake Laura Owens. You're up early today. Also, hello, new members. Time for disco party. Hey, welcome to the members. Oh, there it is. Welcome to the disco. Welcome to the disco. Happy to the members. Happy to the members. I haven't listened to Love Trap because I wanted to join your live. I have to listen to it yesterday. So I guess I'll have to do a sermon every time we come in, I guess. Because what are we doing now? Please tell me. Someone told Dave about the church. Oh, yeah. So I emailed, this was in my Discord, but I'll show it to you guys. So I emailed this to Dave yesterday, and I said, oddly enough, I think that this is probably not the weirdest thing that's ever been sent to you. This is the first time I've been on time for church. This is great. You guys are great. Thank you all for being here. Thank you guys all for being just a part of the scream, a part of the members, a part of this whole thing. All hail Dave-alleluia, and let's get started. So where we left off yesterday was the fact that Laura Owens said that none of the ultrasounds were hers. So, you know, that's cool. Oh, we are on page 52 of 118. We have some work to do today, friends. So let's get through it. The Dave candle. Moonbelly's on your left, bacon merch on your right, and confessions straight ahead. Here we go. Mr. Woodnick asked Owens if she ever submitted an application to appear as a contestant on The Bachelorette, The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. She said no, but when he challenged her,
she said that she did apply to be on The Bachelor or Bachelorette, and it was somebody that filmed it for her, either Jan Black or her sister Sarah, her mom. When she was asked about all this medication, which would help with fertility, or has ever seen a fertility specialist or taken a prescription to enhance, encourage egg follicle dropping from the reproductive system, she says no. Mr. Woodnick referred to a sonogram from Family Planning Associates, and Woodnick asked whose name is on it. Owens reports that it's her name, but it is not her ultrasound. She then reports that these other ultrasounds are not hers. And then again, however, it is not her sonogram. And Owens has testified that Greg Gillespie has manufactured the ultrasound because Greg is a master hacker. We know that. So, yes, just found this channel yesterday and I don't ever laugh so much on it. You know, it's so funny because I'm like, I hope I'm not annoying people, and then everybody just loves it. And, you know, it's whatever. I just go where the wind blows, and the wind is blowing me. Oh, my God. My watch just said that I'm in a loud environment. Yeah, have we met? The fuck? There was a discussion about Owens suggesting that she may be pregnant 5 days after her encounter with Eckerd. Owens stated that she was not on birth control and was considering taking Plan B pill during this exchange. Mr. Woodnick stated that she was present during Eckerd's deposition, and he stated that she gave him a blowjob 5 hours apart. Owens stated that Eckerd testified to that. Owens suggested that they had sex. Owens testified that she sent a text to her sister, Sarah, the day after the encounter, telling her that Eckerd, essentially assaulted her. So there's that. Everybody say hi to Greg in the chat. We know that the master hacker is going to be here. Hello, Echoes. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Tax Peckett. How are you, Dawn? Fantastic channel. Thanks for the membership. Hey!
Fantastic.
Thanks for the fellowship, Masborn.
Thanks for the membership.
Look at you guys.
Smiley face emoji.
Ugh, Ms. Wings. Get yourself some holy water. What's our holy water? Is it Monster Energy? Go ahead and dip. Mr. Woodnick asked if she suggested that Eckerd raped her. Owens' response was, that's technically a definition. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that her testimony now, 9 months into this process, is that Eckerd had penetrative sex with her against her will. Owens stated that he stuck it in when I told him not to. So, hi, Correct Pepper. How are you? El Jacad, Paw Print, Mr. Pike, I see you in here. I see you hiding. Finding life in this stuff. Honestly, I would love to go to a Baptist church. My family's in Louisiana, and like I just want to go experience like a Baptist church there. Like it's just so beautiful. Like it's so beautiful the way that they get together and they sing hymns together, and they, they have this wonderful community. I find it's just something I want to be a part of. Not so much for the spiritual aspect, but of the community part. SodaStream could be Monster. Dave drinks Celsius. Hi, AJW. How are you? How many times do we think Laura listens to each Love Trapped podcast episode? I don't know. I'm working. Good. Holy water is edibles. Hi, Greg, if you're here. Sending hugs and healing. Cold brew, since it's sacred to Dave. Okay. We'll have cold brew. Mr. Woodnick discussed Exhibit 18, an email that Owens sent to Eckerd. Owens acknowledged the email. Owens asked to read the top paragraph of the second page. Quote, obviously, I would like to have sex in the future, and I feel like I'm the safest person you could have sex with since I'm pregnant. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. This is a quote. Well, I got to save my gospel music. Hold on. I also have to have horror music. If we're reading a quote by Laura, we have to do it correctly. Hollywood horror. Let's try that today. Oh. There we go.
Obviously, I would like to have sex in the future and feel like I'm the safest person you could have sex with since I'm pregnant. But if you really think, like you said yesterday, my goal was to date and get pregnant during this time, we can absolutely hold off on it. However, it occurred to me that you might believe me more about paternity if you were to be Well, if you were inside of me and felt how tight I was after not having sex in more than a year, maybe then you'd believe I hadn't been sleeping around. And again, you wouldn't be doing me.
Mr. Woodnick compared Exhibit 5, a text exchange with Eckerd, a text exchange with Gillespie from July of 2021. Woodnick asked Owens if she was on birth control. Owens could not recall and was not sure which doctor would have prescribed the birth control. Owens reported that she stopped taking birth control during the time that she was with Gillespie, and she hadn't gone back on it. Ugh, God. Is it me, or do Mike and Clayton have very similar voices? I always feel surprised when I hear one of them on the podcast. That might be you. I don't feel that way. I feel like you could definitely tell a difference. Although there's something about Clayton that really... So me and my uncle are only 3 years apart. He's 43 and I'm 40. He'll be 44 this year. And there is something about him that reminds me, like his mannerisms and the way that he speaks, about my uncle. And it's very funny. Every time I see him, I'm like, are you guys the same person? So I feel like I know when Clayton is speaking because he reminds me so much of my family member. Let's see. Not this part. Oh, no. Oh, no. After reading the passage, Woodnick confirmed that she was telling Gillespie that she would stay with him. Then she negotiated an abortion with Gillespie on his willingness to stay with her in the relationship. Owens said this was a decision they made. Mr. Woodnick told Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she suggested to Gillespie that she would get an abortion if he agreed to date her. Owens stated that Gillespie originally suggested it. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that this is the exact same thing that she did with Eckerd. Owens denied the similarities. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she claimed she was pregnant twice with Maricini, and Maricini suggested that it was fake as well. Owens reported that Maricini went to Planned Parenthood with her to have an abortion. That's not true. Mr. Woodnick asked if Maricini would testify that she faked 2 pregnancies. Owens said that Maricini would say anything to prevent having a restraining order against him. Mr. Woodnick asked that what that other man would say, victim 0. Owens said she didn't know. Mr. Woodnick asked Owens if she agreed that 3 men have claimed that she used pregnancy for leverage in a relationship. Owens disagreed, concerning Maricini stating that they dated for a year after that. He would say it now because he hates her because she filed 2 restraining orders against him. Yeah, I would hate you too. Let's see. I agree on similarity. Right. 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 He was with her. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. You guys are talking about something else. I would implode into a pile of dust if I had to con someone into a week of dating. If I had to con anyone into dating, period. That's it. I'm done. Toast. I don't want to talk anyone into anything with me, period. So there's that. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed today, I'm wearing a bit of makeup. My scab has fell off. My reabsorption into the cult of Laura Owens and Clayton Eckerd has been complete. My reabsorption is complete. I have now ascended. So there's that. Woodnick discussed. Let's see. Woodnick reviews texts where she tells Eckerd that she would not take abortion pills if he doesn't date her. When asked, Owens disagreed that it was similar to her discussion with Greg. How? Thank you. It's not a lipstick. It's elf like lip. What is it? It's like a lip gloss. It's called Princess Cut. I love it. Praise be. Praise be. Woodnick discussed Exhibit 9 with Owens, an ultrasound dated July 7th, 2023 from Scottsdale Medical Labs. Owens stated that she had been a patient at Scottsdale Medical Lab. Owens reported that her name and date of birth appears at the top of the ultrasound. Mr. Woodnick asked if this ultrasound that she had received at Smile that was presented by Bonnie Platter in the prior proceeding. Owens agrees that it was, however, reported that it was actually from Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo. Owens stated that she changed the facility from Planned Parenthood to Smile because she didn't want Eckerd to contact the doctor. Mr. Woodnick asked if she changed anything else on the ultrasound. Owens said no. Mr. Woodnick asked if this is the only document that she had changed or altered that is involved in this case. Owens said yes, that is the only one. Woodnick asked if she's aware that Ms. Platter used this exhibit in her proceedings, and Owens was aware and stated that it is her ultrasound. I just can't, hi Salty, I cannot imagine telling somebody with a straight face that I have altered a sonogram, especially a lawyer. Hi, Wallace. Because here's the thing, right? You don't have to give it to Clayton. It doesn't matter now because this is so far gone. They don't have to contact the doctor. Why could you not? And obviously we know why, because, you know, she was never pregnant. But why couldn't you hand them over the original one now? Because that lie doesn't work now. We're almost a year out. You can't use that lie now that you didn't want him to go to the doctor. It's way past that. What's your excuse for not showing up with it now? Aside from the fact that, you know, she was never pregnant. I know, but I'm trying to argue with logic. Woodnick refers to Smile Ultrasound and asked Owens what the identifying information was. Owens stated her name and GA 17 weeks, 0 days. The gestation, right? Woodnick asked if it's her ultrasound. Owens indicated not. Woodnick asked how many ultrasounds she had for this pregnancy. Owens said 1. It was at Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo. Owens stated that she went anonymously. Owens, after some heated discussion, Owens now admitted putting her name at the top of the Mission Viejo Planned Parenthood ultrasound. Woodnick told Owens that there is an expectation of honesty when she submits records to the court. There is? What does penalty of perjury mean? Hi, Flux. Welcome to church. Welcome to Mass. May Dave be in you. If she really wanted to protect where she got the ultrasound, she could have just redacted the provider if it was a real ultrasound. Right. But the point is, like, okay, let's eat up her lie for a second in July. Okay. She could have used, if this was all happening in July, she could have used that lie. It would have made more sense. But to use that lie in June of the following years and not hand over the exhibit, like not hand over the original ultrasound makes no sense. So in my brain, like, I would like to ask her, okay, that's fine. You didn't want him to go to the provider. Then why not hand over the original ultrasound? Oh, that's right. You're right. I should be respectful to his wife. May Dave be with you and also with you. Sorry. Laura's well-versed in HIPAA law and knows Clayton could not have acted. Right. He couldn't have anyways. But I'm just saying, like, if we're looking at it from her point of view and we're going with her logic and we're saying, okay, she's trying to get this lie to, you know, work. I think it would have worked closer to the date of the ultrasound. It does not work a year out from the ultrasound. The sheer number of times Laura has been warned by opposing counsel. Right. You do realize you're under oath. Dude, I would just poop right there. I'd be like, what am I lying about? What am I lying about? Owen stated that she didn't believe she submitted this to the court during further. You didn't? You don't know what your attorneys, for somebody who pays somebody, especially somebody like Gingras, $400 an hour, you don't know what your lawyers are bringing to court? Because let me tell you, I know what I paid my lawyers, and I know every file, every motion, every piece of evidence that we had. Let me tell you, when I'm paying money, I'm also overseeing what happened. What are you doing? Oh my God. Maybe that explains all the poop in the casita. No one gets in trouble for perjury, though. She has been warned. She has been warned. During further discussion, Owens stated that the date on Exhibit 9 is correct. Woodnick asked Owens how she got the ultrasound image and if she received it via email, if she walked out of the facility with it or some other way. Owens did not recall. I can tell you right now that I can go upstairs and get 2 ultrasounds that I physically have pictures of right now. It would take me a while because I don't know if they got moved around, but I know I have them. I know they're in this house. They are in this house. Ugh. It's just a minor thing. She's seeking professional accreditation as a perjurer. She wants to put that on her LinkedIn. There was further discussion about obtaining the original ultrasound from Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo. Owens said that she would do what she could to help obtain it, which is calling them and getting it because it's yours. Owens explained that she went anonymously because she didn't want anybody to find out that she was pregnant. But then you told the Sun, the newspaper? None of this makes any sense. And then they all left. Laura isn't actually well-versed in HIPAA law because she kept telling content creators that they were violating HIPAA by sharing her medical documents. I can go fetch ultrasounds for my... You're right. Right. Some facilities do not give printed ultrasound pictures unless the patient requests it. Sure. Sure. But what he's asking her is, do you recall how they gave it to you? And she's like, no, I don't recall. Either you have the physical image or you don't. I know where my son's is right now, and he's 20 years old. For somebody who didn't want anyone to find out she was pregnant, she sure did a lot of... Right! She went to the press. Ugh. Woodnick brought up an email from Laura Owens at nobodytoldmeshow.com that had an ultrasound video attached. Owens reported that this ultrasound is not hers and denied sending the email. Greg, where are you? Owens reported that she did not contact Eckerd from this email address. Mr. Woodnick moved to Exhibit 11, an email that she sent to Eckerd on October 14th of 2023. Owens agreed that on October 14th, she told Eckerd that she was pregnant and that her neurologist was saying that she was pregnant. You know what? My kid's neurologist, my daughter's neurologist, is maybe one of the coolest doctors I have ever met. I think the next appointment that we have, I am going to ask her and be like, hey, if somebody came to you and was like, I think I'm pregnant, what would you do? And then I'll report back. Oh, God. You can expect Laura to recall details about her 5th pregnancy of twins, right? My God. I can tell you everything about my pregnancies. Everything. Laura continuously thinks she is merely one lie away from getting out of all of this. And that's right. And that's what I really, truly think that she thinks she can get out of this. I really do. Yeah, it's, I don't know. And the more I get into this and the more that she goes on and the more that the days come down to it, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I hope she doesn't take the plea deal. But part of me is like, I don't think she will, because I don't think she can, because I don't think she can admit it. He moved to a sonogram indicating that they are twin boys. But I thought one was a girl. Wait. I thought one was a girl. Owens reported that this is not her sonogram. Owens denied that she had ever seen the sonogram. The neurologist would say, let me write you a note and tell your boyfriend to be more supportive. Right. Grape soda. When Laura is pregnant, she craves media attention. I think my son is made out of Burger King because that's all I ate. Hi, Jupiter. Someone with PCOS could get pregnant with multiple times. She laughed and said no. Both Laura and Dingus really practice the whole, if you can't dazzle them with wit, baffle them. Oh, I got to listen to that podcast. Here's the thing. I try not to listen to things until I get through my own stuff because I don't ever want to take somebody else's thoughts on as my own. And sometimes it's hard for me to separate fruits, and more fruits. I think that was the YouTube video she edited and used as her own. Jesus. So much work she put in. Exhibit 13 is an appointment that she made with Dr. McCool on July 24th. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she testified under oath before Judge G. Owens said correct. Mr. Woodnick reminded Owens that she told Judge G that she had seen Dr. McCool. Owens said that she was accepted into his practice. Mr. Woodnick confronted Owens, telling her that she didn't lie. She just misled. Owens responded by stating that she didn't feel this was a fair way to say it. You know, I know lawyers can only do certain things. But if I were in an interview, right, and I were with Laura and I were to say, okay, so you said that you went here, but you didn't. So that's a lie. And if she says that's not a fair way to say it, I would then retort and say, well, then how would you say it? What would you say that this is? You told them that you went to this and you didn't. What is it? Wouldn't it, let's see. She will take the plea deal and then publish a Medium blog saying she was coerced into taking the plea deal. You know, that's a good theory. That's a good theory. I steal my own thoughts for my channel. But you are in a cult. Other thoughts are your own. Laura hasn't been pregnant a day in her life. She's never once conceived. Weirdly enough, with my second, I craved Olive Garden salad breadsticks. Welcome. Wouldn't it have been easier to be less of a shit and get legitimately pregnant? Seems like so much work for nothing. Well, I think that was the plan, though, right? Like if she could coerce these guys into seeing her somewhere in those 2 weeks and having sex and getting pregnant, I think that might have been the plan. I'm an OG. Hell yeah. For the women here who have been pregnant, how many told their partner and were not believed? For me, 0 out of 2. Right. I walked into a bathroom both times. I was like, I think I should take a pregnancy test. Walked into a bathroom, took a pregnancy test, came out, and we were just like, oh, baby's cut is coming. Laura's craving HCG. She said she made an appointment. The way she could have just gotten a real job. Honestly, me too. I had an appointment. It's the same thing as going. When you're cross-examining, you don't want open-ended questions. You ask yes or no questions and never ask a question you don't know the answer to. Right. Right. But the thing is like, and like I said, I know that they can only do what they can do. But I would ask her. God, I wish I could get an interview with her. Because I would take all of this and I would just pick from it in the notes. And I would say, okay, here you responded. You didn't feel this was a fair way to say it. How would you put it? Explain to me how you would put something like this. Is it a lie or is it not? Yeah, I don't know if pregnant was not her goal, though. I think if she could have gotten pregnant, that would have forced someone to stay with her in her eyes. Oh, my God. But likely, like, how unlikely would it be how Laura's victims could prove they did nothing? Right. Laura doesn't know how to. These are yes or no questions, Mr. Pike. Yes or no questions. Owens did not deny that she had never seen Dr. McCool. You lied. Exhibit 14 is a text sent to Eckerd where she states that she will bring over the ultrasound and that the pregnancy was dated, which agreed to the timeline of May 20th as a conception date. Owens also tells Eckerd that if he agrees to date her, she will book RavGen. Mr. Woodnick stated that RavGen test does not claim that Eckerd was involved in this. Owens' response was that it says there is little fetal DNA. Is little fetal DNA. Did you miss something? Little to no fetal DNA. Little to no. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she was pregnant with twins and asked her to show him an ultrasound with twins. Owens said she thinks Exhibit 9 Owens reported that she sent that ultrasound to an online provider who told her it looked like a boy and a girl. Owens could not identify the provider. Good Lord. Good Lord. She was crying and didn't know why. I had no doubts. Right. I don't think she wanted a baby or a relationship. She wanted a story to make her famous, and she got it. Well, she got it, that's for sure. A normal interview, yes. On a deposition under oath, not a good idea, because you're allowing her to make a record of her lies as proof. She has to get the last word. Apparently, if you stay with her, you end up... Right, that's a good point. The only one who stayed with her and tried to date her got a TEDx talk. The whole time I thought it was McCool. If you give someone your Gmail password and don't change your password and they send an email with your account, that's not hacking. They're using resource you gave to them as entitlement. Out of context. Right. Little to no fetal DNA. She's saying little fetal DNA. Right. So you're saying there's a chance. It's a no-win situation when you're in a relationship with her or out. She would ruin your life either way. I think that's the plan. Scientists do not make statements such as she was never pregnant. The best they can say is little to no fetal DNA, which translated she was never pregnant. Right. Dave Aluya. Also, I've never met somebody who could go to so many providers and never be able to name one of them. Exhibit 35 is an email to Eckerd and an image indicating that twins are coming in February of 2024. Owens agreed that she created it, however, denied posting it. Owens reported that she sent it to Eckerd. I saw that, and when I tell you, that creeped me out so bad. Yuck. Little to no fetal DNA. Can we get a praise, Dave? Praise, Dave. A video titled Crying on Face. A video titled Crying on Facebook. Owens reported that she stated that she had been pregnant twice because that is what was publicly known. When asked if she made it public, Owens testified that Maricini and Gillespie made it public knowledge that she became pregnant. She said she would prefer not to have any other pregnancy be public record. Mr. Woodnick stated that there were 5. 2 with Mr. Maricini. Owens said she put it on Facebook for her private friends and 1 shared it with the world. You have friends? Woodnick advised Owens that she has 1,700 friends on Facebook and asked if she was surprised that it got out. Owens expected it to be private. Woodnick told Owens that she had 5 pregnancies with 4 men, all 4 of which claimed that she was engaged in fraudulent activity. Owens took issue with blank and stated that Maricini's story has changed. And it's important to note that he went to Planned Parenthood with her to have an abortion. No, he did not. No, he did not. You said that you wanted to go with your sister and your mom. And then you said another time you wanted to go with your mom. Good Lord. Praise Dave. There's nothing so precious as a spite pregnancy announcement. Oh, you're like, what's going on? Yeah, it's whatever. I try to stay with it. Oh, babbling randomly should be the name of my channel. Nothing like waking up to Laura Owens nonsense. Me gusta. Israel. Oh, I think they gave her a good plea deal because prosecuting whether a woman is pregnant or not, I know it's fraud, is an uncomfy precedent to set in the courts. Yeah, that's a tough one because it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. As a woman who has been pregnant, I personally don't think it's an uncomfortable precedent to set in the courts because I think it is something that's very easy to prove. I don't know. You guys let me know whether you think differently. Hi, IB. The criminal charges are not to determine if she was pregnant or not. They were for evidence tampering and perjury, which can be proven. Right. right. And that's the thing. I mean, if somebody is using a pregnancy to drag somebody through court, I mean, okay, let's do it this way, right? Somebody's pregnant and they drag you through court. They're legitimately pregnant and they claim that it's yours, full well knowing that it could be somebody else's, but you have all of these fees and whatever, and then it turns out not to be yours. I think that should also be punished. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. But I mean, it's something that's so easy to prove. Are we at communion yet? Not yet. We'll get there. Communion starts in a half an hour. But I don't know, man. You guys are going to have to tell me. I don't think they have to prove she was pregnant. They have to prove she lied or manipulated the evidence, which is what she's charged with. And I think they can do that. I really do. Finally learned that the plea offer didn't include jail time. Dude, if she does not take it, she deserves, I think she deserves everything that's coming at her no matter what. But if she does not take a plea deal that does not involve jail, the commitment level, maybe you could argue the fraudulent schemes and artifices charge requires her to be faking a pregnancy. But if she had impregnated herself with a turkey baster, it still might be a fraudulent scheme. That's also a good point. That's also a great point. Well, I was just gonna say something and does little Ducky have the plea deal? Do we know what's in it? I just saw Mr. Pike's notification in the Discord. And everyone, you are late to church. The sermon has already started. Get in here or be damned to the hell that is Laura's womb. Oh, God. The website hoops. The plea deal was to save court time costs. Also, the state could be testing her willingness to admit her crimes. I don't know, man. I don't know if she can do it. Yeah. We do not know the faculty of what the plea contains. Clayton's disappointment in the level of accountability suggests that may be true. I believe it. I think they'll give her a softball deal to start. And then when that's up, I think they're just going to start hammering it home. Okay. So we don't know. Got it. Let's see. An email dated September 21st, she sent to Eckerd. Woodnick tells Owens in this email she threatened to kill herself. Owens indicated that this is correct. Mr. Woodnick asked if it's correct that she also threatened to kill herself in an email to Maricini. Owens said that was in a text. Woodnick explains that he is trying to establish commonality, that there are 4 men that have claimed that she was pregnant by them and at some level have disputed the fact that she was pregnant and that she threatened suicide of some of those 4. Owens agreed it was Maricini and Eckerd. When asked, Owens reported that she is seeing a telehealth therapist. Just to comment on this, suicide is not something to be joked about. I don't wish harm on Laura Owens. I really don't. I wish that she gets the consequences that she deserves, and possibly through that the help that she needs, because it is very obvious to me that this woman needs help. But the problem is, again, when you have victims of or survivors of people who have tried to take their own lives, and then you have somebody out here that's sending text messages, like, that's it, I'm going to commit suicide with no intention to do so, just attention seeking. It muddies the water for people who might actually tell somebody that they're going to, self-exit, and they're actually asking for help. It makes those people get taken less seriously. because of stupid shit like this. And again, this is one of the things about this case that makes me so incredibly mad. And the reason that I hope she goes to jail and I hope she gets the help that she needs is because with this case, I know we all have fun and we go to church and we have a kiki and whatever. And we all laugh at the expense of Laura Owens. But the point of the matter is this case is so much bigger than Laura and Clayton and Michael and Greg and victim 0. This case is so insidious, and it sits inside of courthouses, and it sits inside of police departments, and it sits inside every time somebody calls 911 and every time somebody tries to use the resources and they're not taken seriously when they truly need help. And I don't think she realizes, and I truly don't think she cares to understand how big the radiation of Laura Owens goes. And that's the biggest problem with this case. We all laugh. We all have a kiki. It's fun. These men are victims. But it goes beyond them. There's just ripples of this that will touch not only other victims, but for years to come. Because there will be victims who won't be believed because of stupid shit like this. There will be victims who have to prove pregnancies or whatever because of stupid shit like this. There will be someone who reaches out and they are on the last thread of their life and they won't be taken seriously because of stupid shit like this. And, it irritates me to my core. Let's see. Go back and chat a little bit. Oh, boy. Let's see. How does confession work? You just type in your sins in the chat, I think. I'll just use the wedding dress. Dave Communion takes no one can see the plea deal, but she would have to admit she did this, right? And I don't know if she can. She does deserve jail. She absolutely does. And she deserves to be fined. There is so much money and so many resources that have just been wasted on this. Oh, God. Originally, I thought the plea deal included jail, hence firing public defender. I think she stands a much better chance of receiving help in a way she can handle it if she is away from her parents. Yeah. Yeah. You're literally the sweetest for wanting to keep track. Who? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Damn it. Thank you, Mr. Pike. I truly believe that she felt that she was too good for... Yeah. I think she thinks she's above all of this. I really do. I really do. She weaponizes things like suicide, pregnancy... Where did that go? And autism because she thinks it will garner the most sympathy and attention. Yeah. And I think she's just used to saying shit and getting out of situations. I worry that she's taken a plea deal, but won't have to really admit to her crimes. Only that she's guilty. Look at Koberger. He only had to admit guilt. He wasn't required to say how he did it, which I think is ridiculous. I think if you're going to take a plea deal, you have to talk. Why are we making it easier for these people? It literally stigmatizes and discourages all other suffering. I'm having a kiki. Let's have a kiki. Want to have a kiki? She won't stop. She will not stop. And maybe the stops at relationships and maybe the stops at, men, but we've seen her go after businesses. We've seen her go after YouTube creators. This is a woman that has not only shown a pattern of behavior, but this is also a woman who's shown a pattern of escalation. And what does that look like when you let it go? What's a kiki? It's a party. Let's see. Exhibit 39, what appears to be a text exchange between Owens and Gillespie. The text exchange indicates that Owens was pregnant with twins, took one abortion pill, causing one of the fetuses to abort. It's not how any of this works. It's not. It's. And that Gillespie coerced her into abortion. When questioned, Owens denied that she claimed to be pregnant with twins by Gillespie and that she did not write this text. Did he? So he hacked himself? Owens also reported that she did not get an ultrasound concerning that Gillespie pregnancy. Also, further questioning, Owens did admit that Gillespie did report that she claimed to be pregnant with twins, however, denied telling Gillespie in writing that she took one of the 2 abortion pills, causing the demise of only one of the fetuses. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she gave Gillespie an ultrasound of twins. Owens denied this. Woodnick told Owens that she reported that Gillespie coerced her into having an abortion. Owens stated that Gillespie did coerce her into having an abortion. I am tired. I am tired. Ugh. You didn't know that there are 2 pills, one for each baby? Boot scoot. I swear to God. I swear to Dave. That part makes me think Plan B works like Space Invaders from Atari. I know. Koberger only had to admit guilt that he did it, but not how he did it, which is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. I think he should have to. If you're going to take the plea deal and you're going to get out easier, you should have to explain step by step and give those family the closure of what happened that night, because you're the last one that knows what happened. Woodnick played clips from the hearing in front of Judge G. In this clip, Owens testified that she invited Eckerd and his family to her sonogram, which is so funny. I just imagine it like a Thanksgiving dinner. And that she got into a specialist, a periodontologist, because she has epilepsy. Owens said that this was her first appointment and she knows that this isn't evidence. Woodnick told Owens that she didn't go to that appointment. Owens said no, but that was her first appointment. Owens said on the video clip that she found out in July that she was pregnant with twins. Hey, Auntie M, welcome in. Thank you for the breadsticks.
Sorry I'm late. What did I miss?
Sorry, you missed our morning sermon, and we're getting into this. Israel, no, we don't wish harm on anybody. We can have fun and a kiki at her expense, but we don't wish harm here. I won't do all that. Mr. Woodnick asked Owens live if this was based on an ultrasound from Planned Parenthood. Owens said yes. I don't wish harm on anybody. I just wish people to stop criming and getting the help that they need. You have permission to smack me. How many times? 40? 40. Did you, let's see, by forcing the fetus to stop holding on to the mom, not flush the uterine lining like a heavy period. Interesting. I thought standard allocution included saying what you did as well as accepting the plea deal for the crime. Weird. Right. Yeah, maybe it just depends. I don't know. Yeah, no, I understand that it's your personal opinion. I listen. I have online here. We have a community here. I don't ever want anybody to think that I incite hatred, or that I ever want anybody to get harmed, or that I ever want anybody to go out of this stream and cause harm. We come here, we read documents, we have a kiki, we go about our lives. I don't wish, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much I hate someone. I just want them to get the consequences that they deserve, for sure. But yeah, that's my opinion about it. She'll take the plea deal if she doesn't have to admit line for line what she's guilty to. Afterwards, will retract it, saying that her lawyer advised her to. You know what? Isn't that what Sarah Boone did? Or is that Lori Vallow? Is that what Lori Vallow did? 40 works for me. Oh, boot scoots. Let's see. Well, it's not even about getting sued though. It's just about I don't, that's just not my goal of being here. We have a peaceful hive mind. Right. Right. Now talking shit, I'll talk shit all day long. Don't you worry. State can require whether they want to do what they want to do to her in the plea offer. Interesting. Owens said that she saw Dr. Higley last Friday. Woodnick told Owens that she did not see Dr. Higley. Owens said that she had an appointment with Dr. Higley. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she specifically told Judge G under oath that she saw Dr. Higley the week before. Owens said that she did not go to that appointment. So again, this would be a lie or you misleading. And guys, it's not even 7 a.m. I told you I won't have church before 7 a.m. Only justice. Kikis con piñatas. Having to pay reparations. Yeah, I'd love to see her pay. I'd like to see the money that has been spent in these courts by her actions get paid back by her. Take it. Woodnick referred to Owens' mom doc appointment in November 14th. Owens reported that this was when she learned that she was no longer pregnant. November 14th. I thought she learned that she was no longer pregnant earlier than that. Woodnick told Owens that she had allegedly acknowledged that she had not, she did not have a regular relationship with an obstetrician or a gynecologist during the alleged pregnancy because she didn't have regular ultrasounds or testing that normally is done during a pregnancy. Owens indicated that that is correct. Mr. Woodnick told Owens that she claimed that she had a miscarriage somewhere between 20 and 23 weeks and asked if that's correct. Owens said that she didn't quite know when the miscarriage was. I would also, if I was sitting down and I was interviewing Laura Owens, I would say, ask any woman who has had or has lost a baby. And we've talked about this before. They will be able to tell you when, why, how, what they were wearing, what the temperature was outside. Women don't, especially women who are nurturing a pregnancy, right? Actively nurturing a pregnancy, as you were by molesting your stomach on November 2nd. Women know these things. They all know these things. Especially if they're trying to keep the babies, they know these things. I forgot he's married. I got to be respectful of his wife. Unless she says I can do it, then I'll do it. Let's see. Mr. Woodnick told her that at some point her body discharged something, and if she actually was Mr. Woodnick told her that at some point her body discharged something if she actually was pregnant and asked if that's correct. Owens said yes. He asked when. Owens reported that she had been spotting on and off throughout. There was further discussion regarding the spotting and the fact that she saw an online doctor. She could not recall what the doctor's name was. Again, I ask. So we know that the plea deal deadline is April 30th. So again, I would ask her, you were nurturing a pregnancy and you were bleeding. And you didn't think at any point in time that it was a good idea to go to the hospital or to see a doctor in person. You had no problem going to the hospital for any other reason, going to see doctors, why not go to a doctor during this time? Why not go to a hospital during this time? I lost my infant daughter 13 years ago, and I remember that day better than any in the past 13 years. Nat, I am so sorry. And again, that is the point of this, right? And Dave didn't, but somebody else did. But that's the point of this, right? Again, let's talk about the radiation of damage that comes from Laura Owens. There's a case that this woman is using traumatic events from somebody else as she's weaponizing them against other people. And there are people out here that are really suffering, going through the things that she's just using to get a boyfriend. And it's sick. It's sick. Attended by online doctors and canceled appointments with spring and bleeding throughout. Right. Laura said she didn't go to the hospital or a doctor's appointment because she was too paralyzed with depression to go. But she did go to California and horse shows, and she wasn't too depressed for that. You cannot convince me that Jan Black, if she was too depressed to get out of bed for prenatal care, you cannot convince me that Jan would not take her to a hospital. And if Jan didn't take her, I would like to ask Jan, why? Why would you not step in for your daughter when she needs you the most? She trivializes the pain of others. Exactly. Bye, AB. Mr. Woodnick refers Owens to page 4 of Exhibit 56, where it states patient reports she passed 2 sacs, which appeared to have a membrane, but she denies having much bleeding outside of that. Somebody sent it to me yesterday. I forgot who sent it to me yesterday. Oops. So who sent it to me? I don't know. Somebody sent it to me and they said this was the membrane of what she passed. And in November, had she passed 2 twins, the picture of the sac, whatever that was, that would not be it. It would be a baby. You would be able to see. Hold on. Let's see. Baby at 24 weeks. Ooh. This is what a baby looks like at 24 weeks. That's a baby. The picture that she sent of the tissue in the sacs would have looked like 2 people. This girl fucking pisses me off. I may need Dave today because that'd be me. Oh, all right. She said Jan was there when she passed the fetal sacs. How in the hell was she not taken to the ER? Right. And also, too, if my daughter was passing sacs in my house, I would call, I'm calling an ambulance. I'm not going to put you in the car and take you to the hospital. She's insulted every possible real story. Right. She changed the date to July, though. You're right. I forgot about that. And look, we have more than enough people who understand what it's like to lose a baby in some capacity, right? And that's the thing. She just doesn't care, which is so gross. Just as a woman to use this so freely. Ugh. Mr. Woodnick asked when past the 2 sacs. Owen said maybe September or October. All right. She was at home on the toilet. So she said September or October, which still would have looked more like a baby than it would have the picture that she sent. Owens reported that she did an online doctor's visit. Woodnick asked how many weeks pregnant she was at the time. She agreed that she told them she got pregnant on May 20th. Woodnick indicated that he assumed that they believed it was a stillbirth or a miscarriage and asked weeks pregnant she was at the time. Owens said she didn't know. Again, you're nurturing a pregnancy and you just don't know how many weeks you are pregnant. And she was told she could go to the hospital. You do realize that, like, if you have a miscarriage and something happens and it doesn't all expel from the body, You can die from that. And she's just like, well, they told me I could go to the hospital. Ugh. Zero credibility. Perhaps Laura should have been worried about attacked by feminist groups instead of Steve. She uses people's stories for the worst pain ever to bolster her evil pursuits. Oh, God. Even if she had a photo of an actual miscarriage, unless that photo came from some provider who did pathology and DNA testing on it to prove paternity, her evidence is useless. Again, great point. Great point. Said it so many times, but she has insulted and offended all of us who have actually experienced all of these things that she's faked to try to get her way. Yeah. Yeah, or sepsis. Right. The fact that she didn't take the lifeline that wouldn't gave her to say she had a psychological pregnancy instead. The fact that she didn't plead the fifth, I don't understand. I do not understand. No provider would have told her that it was okay and she could go to the hospital. They would all send her to the hospital. Absolutely. Absolutely. She went on 4 or 5 months without a period and then had one in November miraculously. Right. As someone who lived through DV, I know what a face looks like after getting hit a few times, let alone slapped 40 times and strangled nearly to death. Minnie, I am very sorry for you, but also very happy for you that that is not your situation anymore. No medical provider would ever advise her to just sit at home and ride that out. And also, too, as a medical provider, if you did and something happened to me, I could go back and that medical provider would be in huge trouble. Oh, to boot, not taboo. The courts need to get the metadata bandwagon and not allow her photos without it. Yeah. We have a service here where you call and get advice from a nurse for free. And I always joke that there's no point in calling because we just tell you to go to the hospital. Right. Right. Why did Laura fire the public defender and retain private counsel? Yeah, I don't know anything. I'm still working up to now. I'm so far in this. I don't know. The way she talks about this like it's a trip to the grocery store. Yeah. Yeah. Right. The liability is insane. A doctor would never tell you, you'll be fine. Because I'll tell you, I'm going to come back and I'm going to sue. Mr. Woodnick asked if she thought there was a miscarriage when it happened. Owens thought that there was a very good chance that she was having a miscarriage. And you wouldn't find out? Mr. Woodnick asked how big the sacs were that she passed. Owens indicated that each was less than the size of her hand, which is interesting because the picture that she sent was not of her hand. It was like a zoomed in thing. Owen said that her mother was there and her mother saw them. Owen said that she was in the bathroom when it happened. And that and here's the other thing, right? I have to tell you. Thanks, Israel. I'm guessing that the PD wouldn't hold her hand. Also, hi, Mary. Welcome in, Mary. Here's the other thing, though, right? You have two unidentified things that just dropped from your vagina that don't look like babies. There's no part of you that's like, well, this isn't right. There's no part of you that's like, what the fuck is this? Why is stuff like this coming out of me? No part of you? What if you weren't having a miscarriage and you had like some weird prolapse and that's your fallopian tubes? Wouldn't want to get that checked out? Had she not drugged this out, the guys would not have been vindicated. She thinks everybody's dumb. And they would say, go get seen by your OBGYN and then get an ultrasound, not get another P test. Right. Right. And they probably would have done some sort of internal exam to figure out what's going on. Also, too, if you are pregnant and that's coming out and you care, like it just tells me more. And I would tell her this, right? If I was in an interview with her. So you had 2 things that your body expelled. You thought that maybe it was the child, but you didn't know. And you didn't care enough about your pregnancy to see if that's what happened. I grew up in Ron's broadcasting zone. Whoa. I had a little spotting and I went hysterical. I was on the phone with my doctor in the car rush. Okay, let me tell you guys something. I was 8 months pregnant. I'm huge. Okay. Me and my husband, nothing gross has happened between us yet before we've had a baby. I'm 8 months pregnant. I go to the bathroom. Okay. I take maybe one of the biggest and one of the worst, most difficult shits of my life. And I go, honey? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I need you to come in here. And he's like, why? And I was like, because there's blood in my poop. And he's like, he's behind the door. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, there's blood in my poop. And he's like, well, sometimes like maybe if you poop and you haven't pooped, like maybe there'll be blood. And I'm like, there's a lot of blood. And he's like, are you sure you're not being dramatic? And I'm like, no. Can you just come in here and look at it? And he's like, I mean, I guess. So he comes in and he's like, do you think you're being dramatic? And he looks in the toilet and he goes, call your doctor right now. I was like, all right. Turns out that sometimes when you're pregnant and you don't poop for a while and then you poop, there's just blood. They were totally cool with it. But they were like, if it gets worse, go to the hospital. But there are many different hand sizes. Something is hand sized. It can also be smaller than hand sized until we specifically know which hands we are talking about and how large they are. Right. But what I'm saying is she didn't even send the picture of the hand. It was like a zoomed in picture of something. It could have been the tip of somebody's finger. Could have been something on somebody's foot. It was like a blurry picture. There was no hand. Ugh. And if you supposedly had multiple, wouldn't you know what was happening and run to the ER? Right. It could have been a molar pregnancy, but then she'd still need to see a doctor. Go to the ER if goop and tissue is falling from you. They give you literal paper. Right. Oh, God. Keep Laura in the spotlight. Wife and I had 2 babies since this nonsense started. Dave's, where are we? I'm trying to, where did my chat go? What happened? Gotta go. Bye. Such a good point. At risk of sounding gross, I have endometriosis and I feel when I pass blood clots. How did she not think on this? Right. She was high risk. No need to worry. I remember these discussions. Mr. Bacon is a keeper. So let me tell you, like, when I had my C-section with my son, so I had my son who was already large. He was born at 22 and a half inches, 8 pounds, 13 ounces. And I had polyhydramnios, which means I made a lot more water than I was supposed to. And my first C-section it took a lot out of my body. And I could not walk. I had to have 2 nurses carry me to the doctor. One of them would hold me up, or to the toilet. One of them would hold me up. One of them would spray me with a little squirt bottle, and they would come in every time I have to go to the bathroom. They'd help me out. They'd help wipe. Like my body was in such shock. And finally, my husband is like, listen, ladies, go do your job. He's like, I got my wife. You go do this. And I was like, what? And he's like, let's go. He's like, I'll take care of you. So he would walk me to the bathroom. He would spray me with a little water bottle so I could go to the bathroom. He would help like wipe and clean. He would help keep my C-section scar clean after we went home. And like, it's so funny because I remember crying and I was just like, at this point in my life, right, this was such a gross point in my life. And my husband is seeing me for the first time in this extremely disgusting, vulnerable state. And I just remember crying, and he's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I don't want you to see me like this. And he just looked at me and he's like, I've never viewed you as more beautiful than I do now. And I'm like, oh, my love. But like, you know, you're used to like being sexy and having sex with somebody. And then this happens and you're like, shit. He's amazing. He's amazing. So the nurses, it's so funny. I remember I was sitting there. One of them was holding me up and one of them's like spraying my vagina with a squirt gun. And I'm like, it's 1 a.m. I'm exhausted. And I'm like, why would you do this? Hi, Elsby. And they were like, because we love babies. And I'm like, but I'm an adult. And they just started laughing. They're like, yeah, that's just our job. I'm like, oh, God. But yeah, also my husband was like 12 pounds. And when my mother-in-law told me that when I was pregnant with my son, I started crying. But yeah, my husband he's an angel. He's an angel. Although I'll tell him, I'll be like, hey, you want to know something gross? He's like, is it about you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to know. Owens indicated each was less than a size of her hand. Owens then stated she didn't know the exact size. Mr. Woodnick, I would have put it in a bag. And Mr. Bears does have a single brother who I'm trying to get on this show. And let me tell you about my brother-in-law. Greatest man on the planet. These boys, and my sister-in-law too, but these boys, wonderful. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm going to get you on the live. We're going to get you fame, money, and bitches. And he goes, okay. He's just like, whatever. Oh, God. They are angels. I was in the hospital for 5 days, both of my C-sections, and I cried each time I had to go home. I'm like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. Owen said that Woodnick asked who was with her when this happened. Owen said that her mother was with her and she saw them. Owen said it was in the bathroom when it happened and they were wrapped in toilet paper. Why would you not wrap them in toilet paper or put them in a plastic bag and go to the hospital to see what it is? Owens, at that point, everyone was saying that she wasn't. Woodnick told Owens that at that point, everyone was saying that she wasn't pregnant. Owens disagreed, saying that it could have been clots and she was pregnant for a long time after that. Or you could have gone to the doctor and figured out what it was. Owens then testified that she took pictures of the sacs and sent them to your sister. Oh, is your sister a doctor? Owens indicated that she deleted those photos after that. Oh, because you didn't want to show a doctor. When asked, Owens reported that she took the photographs with her iPhone, that she deleted the images, and she no longer has that phone. She must have reabsorbed that as well. Owens indicated Woodnick asked if she shared the photo with her online provider. Owens said she did. However, she does not recall who that provider is. We're just sending pictures of sacs to whoever on the internet. Owens did not follow up until November. So you went so far to get accepted to a place that accepts high-risk pregnancies so that they could watch you and monitor you closely. You expel something from your body and then you're just like, fuck it. I don't care. It's all lies. All of it. After a short break, Woodnick recapped the previous testimony. Mr. Woodnick reviewed the mom doc record during this process. Woodnick began by drawing Owens' attention to the patient information, where it notes that the date of her last menstrual period was November 9th. Owens stated that the record does say that, but it's incorrect. Mr. Woodnick stated that the record also states that Owens ordered her own HCG test through Now Labs, which showed a very low HCG. Owens indicated that this is correct. Woodnick told Owens that MomDoc records show that she was told that this was not consistent with viable pregnancy. Owen disputed the MomDoc statement but agreed that it does state that. So she ordered a test that told her it was not consistent with a viable pregnancy, and she disputes it, but she agreed that she does state that. Okay, so let me tell you guys another little ditty. My brother-in-law does a lot of construction and handiwork. Very talented, okay? And every time we do little projects, we like send them to each other and we talk back and forth. Well, anyways, he comes into my office one day and I had hung a pegboard. And he's looking at the pegboard and he goes, "Did you use a level for that?" And I go, "Well, I did. I started out with the level and then I put the level up and I did it. And then when I stepped back, like it didn't look right. So I just kind of eyeballed it." And he goes, "So you took the effort to go to the garage, get a scientific tool made specifically to hang straight things, used it, and then decided that your naked eye was better." And I go, "Yeah." And he was like, "Wow." Yeah, Maddie, Big Daddy Maddie. Heard the story of Sir Bacon Bears while on my call. What a wonderful man. We should aspire to such greatness. He is wonderful. He is so wonderful. Right. Where did she put the sacks then? That's another good. Where did they go? When was the date of the mom doc record? Does it say? I don't know. She said September. There's no like date for the mom doc record in here right now. Bruce should be friends with him. Also, Bruce, I saw that you have a ton of guitars in the background of your, because whenever I watch somebody stream, I'm always like, "What do you got back there?" Do you play guitar? I play a little guitar. I could play like some chords. It's fun. We should all jam sometime. And there's nothing further. The deposition concluded. Great. Now what do we have? Uh-oh. All right. I'm going to read this to you guys. I'm just going to take this off a stream. I don't know if this person wants their name out there. I'm going to need to, I thought about you. So I have the Wet n Wild stain on, but it's called Princess Cut by Elf. It's like just a little lip oil. That's what I used. So I'm just going to read this to you guys because I don't want her information out there, and I'll blur it later. But for the people who want anonymity in this case, I think it's important that we give it to them. So, Detective G. Gonzalez and I traveled to Texas for a prearranged interview with a victim. We'll call her Anna for the sake of this, okay? The interview was arranged in response to a letter received by the Maricopa County's attorney's office. This is one of the things that pisses me off. And they received, this interview was arranged in response to a letter received by the Maricopa County attorney's office from this victim, Anna. In this letter, Anna references the case involving Laura Owens and Clayton Eckerd in Judge Mattis' court. Anna states in part that Owens stole and doctored an ultrasound image with a pregnancy with twins in a pregnancy scam, attempting to pass the ultrasound off as her own. Anna outlines how she learned about the doctored ultrasound and the personal grief and suffering this brought about. She states that Owens capitalized on Anna and her husband's grief and used it to attempt to harm someone else with no regard to how it would cause pain to her, the person she took it from, let alone the person she was attempting to coerce. She stole one precious memory they have of their twin babies together. Detective Gonzalez and I met with Anna at Montgomery, at this place in Texas, in a private conference room. The interview was audio recorded and began at approximately 16:38 hours. I began by introducing myself and Detective Gonzalez. I told Anna that our office was initially ordered by the court to conduct an investigation into Laura Owens. I explained that the office received a letter from her that indicated her identity was stolen by taking her ultrasound image, and she agreed. I asked her when she had the ultrasound. She told me that it was December of 2014. She told us that she had the ultrasound at her doctor's office, and she couldn't recall what the acronym stood for the office, but she told me that it's a hospital system. I asked if this was an image, a video, or both, and she said it was an image. She said that in 2011, her first son was stillborn when she was 33 weeks pregnant. After that, she started a blog to help process the grief and to let their friends and family know what happened. From there, she started to post their journey, and she got pregnant again with her son, who is now 12 years old. In 2014, she got pregnant again. She kept posting about her pregnancy to keep people updated. At that point, she uploaded this ultrasound to the blog, letting people know what happened. I asked when she uploaded the image, and she said it was a couple of weeks later, and she told me that she still has a copy of the blog. She has since removed the blog from being online after everything happened. She said that she hadn't realized that people outside of her family had been looking at it. I asked how she found out about this, and she said that she was on Instagram and got a message from a stranger on the internet. This person told her that she listens to a YouTuber and someone stole her ultrasound image. That person then provided screenshots of the blog that she had taken and the screenshots of the YouTuber. She was told to reach out to that person because he has a lot of information and that this person is doing pregnancy scams. She then went on YouTube and saw all the videos about it and saw her photo, ultrasound images. She told us that she immediately recognized this as her ultrasound photo. She then reached out to Dave Neal and told him that this is her ultrasound. I said that I have seen several ultrasounds in this case and asked what sets her ultrasound apart from the others. She said that she has not looked at other ones involved in this case. She said that she has tried not looking into anything in this case other than how she's involved. She said that she and her husband had been trying to get pregnant for many years. They began trying after being married for 5 years, and then 5 years later finally brought home a, quote, living child. For them, this is very celebrated. She then said she had been pregnant many times, and each time it's been joyous and special. This pregnancy, 2014, which is their last pregnancy, they were pregnant with twins. She said she was told that there was a very little chance that she could get pregnant because she had polycystic ovarian syndrome. Due to this, having the live son and then getting pregnant with twins was a huge deal. She said that they lost one of the twins a couple weeks later, and she stated that this is the only photo that she has of them together, and it's the only physical evidence that she has of that being existed. She told us that when they lost their oldest son, she took pictures of him and she held him. She said that in the first miscarriage, she bled and it was normal. This one was different. This time, her body had reabsorbed the baby. There was no bleeding. There was nothing. The only physical evidence that she had that this baby existed is the ultrasound picture. Stormy said, fuck, I'll block that out later. But she said that this is what makes it so special. I looked at the picture and noted that it has her name on it and the name of the facility where it was created. She said that the original one does, but she had cut out on the one that she had posted online. She did this because she didn't want everyone to know who her doctor was. She said that the information is on the top of the original one. And then she showed us the original photo that she has in a frame. The photo has her name on top of it, her date of birth, the date of the ultrasound, the date of her last menstrual period, and the gestational age of 5 weeks and 2 days. She pointed out both babies in the photo, and she said that the header information was cut on the one that she posted. She then showed us a screenshot from the blog, and the image shows the MLP, the last menstrual period, and that gestational age. Detective Gonzalez asked if they asked her for a gestational age or if they calculate that. And she said that they calculate that by the size of the sac and also based on her last menstrual period. It's not information that she provided them with. She reviewed the images that she has the ultrasounds and the blog, and she then uploaded them to a flash drive that I supplied. I also took still shots of the framed ultrasound photograph. She said that this is what it looked like and feels that it's easily identifiable. Detective Gonzalez asked if there was ever an ultrasound image or video where it has baby A and baby B labeled. And she said that she had not, and if there's anything like that, it was created by someone else. I asked her if she looked at the ultrasound online, and she indicated that she did. I asked if she recalled what it had written on the top, and she said it had someone else's name on it. I asked if she recognized any other writing on it, and she indicated not. She agreed that it was her ultrasound with someone else's information on it. All of her information was removed. Detective Gonzalez showed her an ultrasound and told her that it's what one of the victims was shown. Detective Gonzalez asked if she had ever seen it before, and she said it looks like her ultrasound. It just looks like someone blurred it. She points out areas that appear to be blurred. Detective asked her if original has two other particular markings, and she said no, that one says, quote, P. Detective Gonzalez showed another image and asked if this one is hers. And she said, that's hers. That's her blog. She says her blog says, quote, I still believe. And the name of the blog post is, quote, vanishing. Detective Gonzalez asked her if she knows Laura Owens or if she has ever talked to her before. And she said no. She has never heard of her prior to this. Detective Gonzalez asked when she found out about this. And she said that it was in March, later determined to have been April. I told her I understand that she was notified by someone who was anonymous, and she said yes. I asked how she found out about Dave Neal, and she said that the person on YouTube that she was told about by the anonymous person, the person said that they think her ultrasound picture was stolen. They were able to find her because they posted a screenshot of her blog with her name on it. I asked if she had ever spoken to Dave Neal, and she said not before that. I asked if she has spoken to him since, and she said just via email. Dave provided her with information concerning who Laura Owens is and that there is a fake ultrasound video and that hers was discovered in Greg Gillespie's trial. They filled her in on what was happening and asked if they could do a fundraiser for her son. She said she eventually said yes to that. As things progressed with the hearings, Dave would keep her updated periodically with things like court dates. She was also asked to write letters, which she felt compelled to do. I asked if that's the letter we received, and she said yes. I asked her how this has affected her, and Stormy, and she said that it caused anxiety and fear. She fears that people are going to be able to find her, and she continued telling us by the little things that she has found out about Laura, she's afraid that she's going to be able to find her and hurt her family. It's also brought back all of her feelings of grief, pain, anxiety, which she had previously been able to work through. She told us that this is for her and her husband also. It's brought back the feelings that they had of the loss. She said that they feel very vulnerable and she is very afraid and sad. I asked if she's willing to aid in prosecution, and she said that she absolutely is. I asked if she had any contact with anyone on the internet world other than Dave Neal. She said that someone had messaged her after the first person with the same information. There was also a person named Megan Fox, a journalist who does stuff with Dave Neal, who asked her to write a letter. She also was contacted by Clayton's lawyer, Greg Woodnick, and I asked what Mr. Woodnick talked to her about, and she said that he just asked who she was. She said that she wanted to know what she could do about this and how she can protect her family and herself. She emailed Mr. Woodnick, and they talked on the phone, and he asked who she was and the circumstances around her ultrasound. I asked her if she had any questions, and she asked what it looks like from here. I said the investigation is still in the early stages, and I explained that there is a lot of information online that needs to be examined. I said that this will be a time-consuming investigation, and it will take time. And then the recording concluded at this time, and there was no further relevant information. Okay. So I was talking about this case with my aunt, and my aunt went through IVF for 10 years. And when I was talking to her when I was in Louisiana, she had said, I was telling her, she said that it was reabsorbed back into her body. She said, that's what happened to me. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. My aunt could not get pregnant. She was told that she would never get pregnant. And then when she did get pregnant, she was on bed rest the whole time. And she was pregnant with twins, and it was a boy and it was a girl, and she lost the little girl, and now she only has her son. Her son actually just turned 25 on April 16th. It still sits with her. This is 25 years later. This is still something that has affected her. And that's the thing, is like, to make up these stories is one thing, right? To say that you're pregnant and then you lost a baby and then you have this and then you have that and blah, blah, blah. But to take someone else's story, to take someone else's pictures, to take the pictures of their children and to use it for something as sick and twisted, and then in emails to threaten to have an abortion on these babies, it's sick. It's sick. Yeah, take her name out. I don't want her name in my chat. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, I'm so glad she came forward. I mean, and she didn't have to. She did not have to. Let's see. I think we all want to go to this trial. It's so funny. Somebody in my chat was like, or somebody on comments was like, we should crowdfund you going. And I'm like, I don't want to go. I can't be me if I go. Come on now. I'm staying here. We're watching it. And we're going to get popcorn. This is so tragic and horrible that Lowe stole a real family's truth to further her lies. Exactly. Exactly. I hate that this lady had to endure any pain, but especially because of Lowe. Right. When writing case studies for publication, we use PT initials to preserve anonymity. Just use the first initial. You'll do better. Okay. Sorry. I'll go back and edit it after we're done. The victim statements are tragic. Right. I think when I read this, I just kept saying redacted. It's hard because it's in there, right? And your mind just wants to read. Yeah. Proud of her, man. Very proud. Thank you for being sensitive. That's the whole point of this, though, right? Like, that's the whole point, is like, yeah, we can laugh because Laura Owens is so violently ludicrous. But at the same time, yeah, Jess Jen sent me pictures in the Discord. Oh, that's not, yeah. Everybody's sending me pictures of fetal sex. Thank you for reading this with such gentleness. No, of course. Let's see. Anyone following the story for a period of time already knows who the victim is. I know, but still, I don't need to further that. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be as calm as her. Right. Laura needs jail time. I think I removed all the occurrences. Thank you. Tough pregnancies or infertility. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know what, yeah. So, but I just, and that's the point, right? That's how far this goes. All right, guys. With that being said, we can lighten the mood a little bit because you guys have been asking me to get to Jan Black Owens and my friends. We have made it. Page 63 is an interview with Laura Michelle Owens and Jan Black Owens. I ask, please no spoilers in the chat. Please. Detective G. Gonzalez and I went to Redacted to attempt to contact with Laura Owens. We made initial contact with Jan Black Owens. Miss Black Owens asked what this was about. I told her that it was regarding the civil case that Laura had concerning Mr. Eckert and Mr. Gillespie. I explained that we wanted to see if Laura would like to speak with us. Miss Black Owens advised that Laura resided in a casita to the back of the property so that she would let her know that they were there. Yay, I seem to have returned. JBO, JBO. Oh my God. I know I need another voice. Ugh. Laura Owens arrived at the door. Hold on. I need tense. Give me tense. Laura Owens arrived at the door and advised her attorney, told her not to speak with us. I told Laura that I would leave her with my business card in case she wanted to contact me or if they wanted to make a statement. Miss Black Owens then asked if we were looking for just a statement, adding that this thing has gotten so out of hand. I explained that MCAO was ordered to conduct the investigation and that part of this is to talk to everyone involved. Miss Black Owens told us that two of the guys that were involved in this, Michael Maricini and Greg Gillespie, have lied, and that Greg Gillespie had created documents in the last case, as though the documents were from Laura. Miss Black Owens said that Gillespie is... Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I'm always watching you, Wazowski. Greg is a master hacker. Oh, God. I always just think you guys are saying shit in the chat. She said he had doctored things to make it look like Laura did things. Laura said that she knows she's not supposed to talk and pointed to the Justice for Clayton Instagram. Mrs. Black Owens stated that Michael Maricini had concocted things saying that Laura said she had cancer. You were there! Which he had never told the court before. Laura interjected that Maricini said that she had polycystic ovaries. But he forgot that she had cancer. Miss Black Owens said that Laura never had... What? Wait a second. You said that she never had cancer. You were holding an ice pack on her uterus. What? You were there. According to Michael Maricini. Anyways. Miss Black Owens reported that both Maricini and Gillespie knew that Laura was pregnant and that she and Ron Owens had gone to dinner with him, Maricini, frequently. Miss Black Owens reported that these guys had motives and that now they're trying to act like victims. Miss Black Owens reported that 2 of these cases had been adjudicated and that Laura had evidence that she was pregnant and that these guys were abusive towards her. She continued by stating that they have motives and they don't want their orders of protection renewed. I explained that we have a lot of court documents, so we are aware of a lot of that already. Meet accomplice. What? Motives? Greg being Greg. Thanks, Greg. Right, just a minor surgery. Caught that so quickly. You must also be a master hacker. Greg sitting outside in a little van with satellites on top, typing away with his keyboard and multiple monitors. It's got like touch screens. God. That's crazy. Miss Black Owens stated that the other attorney in this case, Greg Woodnick, has a quote, real axe to grind when it comes against Laura, unquote. I asked why. Well, Laura stated that she feels that she can say that he didn't win the last case against her with Gillespie. Laura said in the last case, Greg Woodnick had been intimidating her attorney's office repeatedly, just like he tried to tell lies to intimidate her attorney in this case, David Gingras. Laura continued by stating that David Gingras looked into the case and felt that these things are not true and that Woodnick is trying to scare them off the case. Laura said that she made a statement to the court, not realizing that she shouldn't have an ex parte communication with the court. That's bullshit, because she literally says in that document, I know I shouldn't be doing this. What? I love that Greg is my new hacker to blame instead. Oh, yeah. If you guys can, like and subscribe and bang all the buttons. That would be great. Laura said that she had made a statement to the court, not realizing that she shouldn't have ex parte communication with the court, stating that she had gotten an email from Woodnick on the morning that she had been violently raped and assaulted in New Jersey, that this was her last chance. Where's that email? Ex-Kiki communication. You want to have a Kiki? I'm going to send you that song, Bruce. I think you're going to love it. Oh, I'm reading all of it. I'm going through all of it, Echoes. Don't you worry. I don't care how long this takes me. This is just my life now. Laura said that she didn't know what that meant at the time and feels that she had reason to think that Woodnick could have been involved. Well, and also the FBI was involved, right, Laura? Laura said that she knows that Greg Woodnick is not the one who raped and assaulted her, adding that she was lured across the country by a guy that she never met. Since then, Woodnick picked up the Clayton case after she tried to dismiss it. Laura said that Woodnick hates her and has told everyone that she's, quote, the craziest person ever. Laura said she is aware of that and that this isn't news to her. Miss Black Owens said concerning that case with Greg Gillespie, this guy shows up on a dating app and it seems like she was lured, and that Laura was targeted by this guy in Hoboken, New Jersey. I asked Miss Black Owens if that case was solved and if an arrest were made. Miss Black Owens asked if I were aware of that case. I said that we have heard a rumor of it. Laura responded by telling us that she did make a report to the police there, but she wanted to stay anonymous because she was concerned the guy would come after her. Laura reported that she requested that the police not contact him because he would know that she was the one who did it. Didn't she not make a report? Where's the police report? Lo does know she put everything in writing, correct? Right. Ugh, craziest person ever. Tracks, listening to Bacon making some banana bread. Life doesn't get any better than this. Holler. I love some banana chocolate chip bread. Miss Owens then indicated that she didn't, Miss Black Owens, I'm sorry, then indicated that she didn't see that there would be a problem with Laura speaking to us. I told Miss Black Owens and Laura that it would be inappropriate for us to talk to her since she has consulted her attorney, so it's best that we don't. Miss Black Owens stated that she could tell us more about the Hoboken thing. Miss Black Owens began to speak, but was interrupted by Laura. Laura told her mother that she, Laura, knows what happened and that her mother doesn't have all the details of what happened. Miss Black Owens said that it was a violent attack and basically the guy thought that he had killed Laura. Jesus Christ, is Jason Bourne. Laura interjected, stating that she was drugged by him. Miss Black Owens said that the FBI knows about it and that they are scared of saying any more. Laura said that she provided a 40-page report of what happened. Laura then voiced a concern that we had body cams on. I said that we were not wearing body cams. Laura indicated that she was aware that Justice for Clayton has called in fake welfare checks that they have admitted was for content creation and have used it to harass her mother and herself. All right, let's break this down. So, no police report has been found. Right. Greg was behind all the leaks previously attributed to Edwards. You cannot make anonymous for police report of a crime as a victim. That would remove the right to face your accusers. Right. She was left for dead, but there's no hospital report of injuries, Miss B.O. Jennifer coming in with all the comments my brain missed. I wish there was body cam of the two of them tripping over each other to tell this fiction. I just can't. How do you say this? How do you say this in real life? And not just like, how can a welfare check be fake? That would require police officers to be fake. But she doesn't know if they're real, Bruce. She doesn't know if they're real. They have also contacted Adult Protective Services alleging that she and her mother had been abusing her father. I suggested to Laura that she speak with her attorney, David Gingras, to see if she was interested in if he was sitting in with her, if she wants to make a statement. I provided Laura with my business card and suggested that she discuss this with her attorney. Laura asked what a statement would be. I said it would be whatever she wants to tell us about the case, what she feels would be relevant, and we may ask some questions regarding what she told us. Laura asked if she would be provided with an attorney. Bitch, you have one. What? I explained that she would not be provided with an attorney unless she was arrested. Also, can't she get in trouble for lying to the police? Also, I've never heard anybody saying that they called a welfare check for the purpose of obtaining content. Right. So this whole family doesn't know anything about the Bill of Rights. I'm just the bill. Oh, God. I'm sure there will be for trial. That's for sure. Good morning, Turtle. Turtle power. Reddit voice. Victims of SA can get Jane Doe status. The attorney and the accused get to know who it is, but can't use their name in court. Right. But the police would also get to know that, right? No, I'm not filing a false police report. But what I'm saying is if the police asked her, so she said this to the police, can she be charged with giving the police a false story? Like, it's not a report. But if they look into this, she is actively lying to the police if they can't prove it, right? At the beginning of the case. Because it implies she is a verified victim. Asking for another attorney is her way of trying to hold up court. Interesting. Police can lie to us. We can't lie to them. It's literally impossible to make an anonymous police report. She's trying to convince actual cops that cops are okay taking anonymous reports. Anything she says can and will be used against her in a court. Hell yeah. Good point. Also, I watched the body cam footage again because Schnitzel put it up on her channel. And it was like when she was like, I'm on the phone with my attorney, David Gingras. My attorney, David Gingras, like they know who that is or care. They do not care. Miss Black Owens told us that she had really wanted to discredit. Oh, sorry. I was like, wait, what? Okay, sorry. Miss Black Owens told us that they had really wanted to discredit Laura so the orders of protection would not be renewed. She continued by telling us that Greg Gillespie has continued to try to contact Laura under false names. Laura added that Gillespie had contacted David Gingras under a false name. Miss Black Owens told us that Gillespie had doctored letters to Laura's prior family attorney early on in the abortion coercion case. Abortion coercion! She added that Gillespie is a master at this and is obsessed with Laura. They then reached out to Clayton. And when they heard about the paternity case, Miss Black Owens said that Laura has never faked a pregnancy. She knows this as her mother. Miss Black Owens said that she has seen Laura pregnant. She was tormented by this pregnancy. She did not want to have an abortion. She told us that Clayton didn't want to, quote, come to the table. And he had called her about it, asking what to do about the pregnancy. She added that she had written to Clayton's parents and asked them for help. Miss Black Owens said that Laura didn't want to have an abortion, adding that Laura had taken abortion pills on 2 prior cases. She said that Laura is 34 years old and was pregnant before. She didn't want to have an abortion. She basically stayed in bed, hoping that she could Clayton to, quote, man up. Laura told us that she has difficulty in making decisions and she feels she needs to ask her mother what she should eat for dinner. Okay, I have a lot to say right here. Oh, God. Let's see. Master, right. Okay. So okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat. Let's break this down a little bit, okay? One of two things is true here, in my opinion. Either Jan Black is so sick and twisted that she is truly an active participant in this, or what we have talked about, she just lets Laura do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, and just pats her on her little Laura head and sends her on her way. As a mother in this portion, why the fuck are you allowing your 35-year-old daughter to use abortion as birth control? Listen, I'm pro-choice, okay? You can do whatever you want with your body, but as a mother of a daughter, why don't we talk about some preventative maintenance? Why don't we talk about maybe some condoms, maybe an IUD perhaps, maybe some birth control? We have options. You're 34 years old right now. You know how babies get here. Because I got to tell you, if my daughter is having abortion back to back to back, we're going to have some problems. Why? If Laura didn't want to have the abortion, then why did she offer that up as an option to get Clayton to date her? And the fact that she says she feels the need to ask for her mother what she would eat for dinner goes back to the body cam footage and the fact that she needed to have her mom there, and tells me that Jan absolutely, in my opinion, condones this behavior. Why? Why would you ever do this? Good Lord. Good Dave. Because you always take abortion pills when you don't want an abortion. I kind of get the indecision to dinner, to be honest. Laura claimed to be functionally mentally underdeveloped and also claimed that she's a business owner and all these other things. It can't be both. Can't be both. Doesn't every adult? Let's see. I'm so tired of people claiming developmental disabilities. Right. Preventative maintenance. Exactly. We have options. Laura's story was the intimacy was not on her radar after the Hoboken incident. Right. I'm convinced she's well aware and has a hand in everything. Just another reminder, Jan Black is as guilty as Laura. I just want to point out that in the midst of all this craziness is Ron Owens, who wrote a book dubbing himself the voice of reason. Jennifer, I know you're fucking lying. I know you're lying. Guys, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Enmeshment, right. She helped write the file against Dave? Jesus. What blows my mind they're in cahoots. Something I've always wondered. Is this payback? I think Jan will do anything Lo wants. I'm just always wondered if Laura convinced her these things or if Jan was in on it from the beginning. Right. And I flip-flop back and forth. And I don't know, but as a mother, what are you doing? Why? Why is this acceptable behavior? I don't understand. It's in your Discord DMs. Shut up. Oh, it didn't come up. Wait. It just came up as Amazon. Hold on. The voice of reason, why the left and right are wrong. You know what? Get away from me with this. Get away from me. All of you are being put in timeout. Oh my God. On a firm belief that Jan, I was like, oopsie. Okay. No, because she told the FBI Woodnick and Greg had someone in Jersey and did it for the black web, right? But she never told anybody. Nobody ever. Hold on, there it is. Wait, I want to see it. Hold on one second. Visit site. Shut up. I'm so tired of this story, you guys. Voice of reason. Why the left and right are wrong. Voice of reason is a breath of fresh air in today's toxic political climate, offering a positive message in dark times that with reason, common sense, and pragmatism, we can find common ground between all Americans, left, right, and center. If you're sick of the hyperactive bleeding and the Ann Coulters and Michael Moores, and you're ready for a straightforward and fair discussion of today's biggest issues, there's only one voice of reason out there. Buy it today. I hate it here. No, I just want to see the reviews. Someone show me the reviews. It was so refreshing to read a book that did not try to convince me that only the right or only the left is correct. Owens moves his BS from the left to the right and the other way around, and then sticks to the center. Can't seem to find the voice of reason. Oh my God. Every day this gets worse. Every day this gets worse. Jennifer, you're in timeout. Sure, Ron, but luckily you found a way to feel superior to both. Congrats. If I was police, I'd be referring to Adult Protective Services because Lo is making out she's a vulnerable adult with learning difficulties and parents are failing her because she keeps getting knocked up. Gave you a new link. I don't know how I missed this. And if only her story of the so-called dark web stream was real, Master Hacker Greg couldn't find it. Right. How does she know it's real? If she can't find it, does she have it? I know we can speculate, but there's pretty much a circle Venn diagram of people who claim FBI conspiracies and Laura didn't report, but she ran ex parte to a judge, right? Jan and Ron got the other daughter and her son-in-law to co-sign on their mortgage. Hang on. Keep reading. Oh, God. Yeah, the using the sonogram of your own nephew is diabolical. Is that what you call Jan and Laura actually taking a back seat and checking out kind of seems on brand? It's still getting worse in present time. 2004 about the right and left both being wrong. Oh, God. I hate this. Every day, I hate this. Oh. Mother-in-law, if you're in the chat, I'll buy that book for you. You speed read it. Laura Owens said she had invited Clayton numerous times to her appointments, which is a lie. Laura said she invited his family. Miss Black Owens said that she wrote to his family and asked about genetic traits in their family. That may be a factor for Laura. Clayton's family never wrote back. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I would be like, hey, Clayton, what the fuck? That's what normal families do. Poor mother-in-law. I love reading. And no, not even if I send it to your house. Banana bread is baking. Yay! Laura then stated she wanted to speak for herself and that she's not going to be provided. That if she's not going to be provided with a criminal attorney. Miss Black Owens interrupted Laura and told her that she wasn't going to say anything. Oh, it's getting good. It's getting good, guys. Yeah, you don't put that evil on your mother-in-law. Oh, here we go. Here we go. adding that all of the documents and everything are true. Laura stated that she doesn't know if there's anything that she can say that would be helpful and that she was told not to talk to us. I told Laura that it's best that she does not talk to us at this point. Laura told her mother that she is able to talk to us alone and she doesn't need her there. Laura said that she was there for all of this. Miss Black Owens asked Laura if she wants her to go. Laura indicated that she would rather talk inside. I told Laura that at this point, we shouldn't talk to her. I suggested that she take some time to think about it and confer with her attorney. I told Laura that if she wants to talk, she could call us. This way, she is starting the dialogue. This would avoid the appearance that we were pressuring her to get information. I think this was a ploy. I think this was a ploy to get them like, oh, you know what? Just come on in so that she could turn around and be like, they just forced their way into the house. Poor Bacon. I made waffles. That's awesome. Don't worry, Jan. No, I will not. Unless you really need me to. I will never do that to you. Never, ever, ever. My mother-in-law is a nice lady. She's in the chat. Give her a clap. Justice for Laura presents documented analysis supporting Laura Owens, challenging justice for Clayton narratives surrounding Clayton Eckerd examining. I just found your channel. Welcome. They're respecting her Miranda rights. Yeah, but yes. But also, I think she was like, hey, why don't you guys come inside? And they're like, nah. My mother-in-law texted me at like 1 this morning. She's like, I'm just so proud of you. We love my mother-in-law here. Thanks. There she is. Pear Pit is my mommy-in-law. Everyone say hi, Pear Pit. It's so funny because I'll call my sister-in-law and be like, hey, how does it feel to be the second favorite daughter? Bro, my sister-in-law is so goddamn funny. Okay. My mother-in-law was telling me, she's like, I can't stop watching this. She's like, I don't, the good news is Pear Pit is new to this, like myself. So she's getting all this information as we read it, which is great. She did raise Mr. Bacon right. She did. If she did anything, it is raise her children correctly. And also, my husband, he loves his mama. He's a mama's boy for sure. Okay. Miss Black Owens told us that she knows what the judge had said. She told us that it was a 45-minute hearing and that the judge came out with all these findings that Laura had fabricated pregnancies in the past. Miss Black Owens said that Laura didn't. Laura then said she had seen Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones! Dr. Jones! Dr. Jones! Hold on. What the hell was that kid's name? Oh my God. What was his name in here? Wait, turn on. Wait. No. Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones. Why won't it play? Play. Why is it muted? Oh.
Dr. Jones.
My professional name.
Willie is my professional name. Indiana. Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
My professional name.
Willie is my professional name. Indiana. Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
Oh, this case is so unserious. Oh my God. Indy says I'm pregnant, YK. Oh my God. Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones. Oh, short round. That's right. That's right. Short stack. This movie is Why My Sister Became an Archaeologist. I love that. Hang on, lady, hang on. We're going for a ride. Dr. Jones at One Medical. Oh, wait, I got to get my music back. Where are we at? Dr. Jones at One Medical, which was confirmed to Gillespie. And this is who Gillespie told her to see. Laura told us that we were welcome to contact Dr. Jones if we wished. Ms. Black Owens stated that Clayton had lied to the court, telling them that Laura had sent him 500 emails. She said in agreement with Laura that she had sent him about 100. Jesus Christ. 100 is better? 100 is better? It was once a day? Jan! Jan Owens stated that Clayton had lied to the court, telling them that Laura had sent him 500 emails. She said in agreement with Laura that she had only sent him about 100 emails. It was once a day. Bitch. Why is this okay? I would sit my daughter down and be like, he's not responding. Just go have the babies. Call him then. Be done with this. Laura said that Clayton also lied to her when he said that he made offers on real estate. Miss Black Owens said that the judge came up with all these findings based on what, quote, these guys said. Laura didn't have a chance to dispute this and present her documents. She literally did. She literally did. She added that she was accused of having paternity cases against others. However, one was an abortion coercion case. The other was for violence. Maricini tried to suffocate her. Laura said that Maricini was stalking her. They then mentioned the trip to Iceland where the lady had made the declaration. Miss Black Owens said the thing about Clayton. And the reason that Laura said she was going to go to the press was that Clayton had previously indicated that he was going to go to the press. Laura indicated that it's all out on the internet and she doesn't have the support of the Bachelor fan base. You would. You would if you could prove that your story was true and that he was lying. The Bachelor fan base would eat him up. All you had to do was present stuff. Oh, yeah, the little boy. What is his name? I love him. He just won an Oscar. He's so great. Text messages combined. Right. Self-respect is not their thing. Has Dr. Jones been confirmed? Oh. Everybody's pretty much here. Oh my God, abortion coercion. Napkin lady declaration. Jan's mother didn't trust that that's why she made Jan's brother and his partner trustee and co-trustee of her trust. Oh. Is Crazy Mom saying she sent 100 emails or that Laura sent 100 emails? She's saying that she didn't send him 500 emails. She only sent 100 emails. And it was once a day. Let's see. And Greg hacked them all. Greg! I'm so fucking sick of this. Right. She was saying, because she says, she stated that Clayton had lied to the court, telling them that Laura had sent him 500 emails. She said in agreement with Laura that she had only sent him about 100 emails once each day. Still too many. 8 too many. Had she known him 100 days? Wendy Williams, hi. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I mean, so she met him May 20th. And she met him May 20th. And then she said that she lost the baby and he got the IAH hearing in November. Let me see. 100 days from May 20th. Would be August 28th of 2026. That would be 100 days. Right, but it was text as well. Reveal yourself, napkin lady. It's my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law's napkin lady. It said 500 messages, not emails. Oh, my God. I concluded the contact by telling Laura that she could contact us if she wishes. Laura then mentioned that her attorney had watched a video call called Don't Talk to the Police. I said that we just wanted to get her side of the story. Laura. From woman to woman. From broke woman to broke woman. You are taking advice from an attorney who had you watch a video called Don't Talk to the Police. If my attorney sent me a YouTube video, we would have some problems. What are we doing? Don't talk to the police. She can't shut up. I had companies stop by the end of Bruce's stream, so I'm going to have to go back. Yeah, I have to go back too. I had to put the kids to bed. I don't know anything about the co-trustee and things like that. I don't want to speculate on that. I don't know about that yet. Nieces. The family was spending money like crazy. She's taking advice from an attorney who had her twirl in court. Oh, God. Oh, my nail color? Thanks. I just did it the other day. It's a little gel. I've been biting my nails really bad. Biting my nails, picking at my face, having reabsorption. All right, what do we got next? Let me see what we got next, just in case. Oh. Uh-oh, everyone. Everyone has been asking, begging, pleading, and spoilering. And I have finally gotten to the point that you have all wanted me to get to. We are now at Jan Black Owens. I don't know what's in here. I have not read this. I ask, no spoilers in the chat. It's happening! Please let me get through this. Please. But I know that it's going to be great. I pushed all my audits to be done before this so I could be... Read it in the Roz voice. I need a different voice.
I really only have this one.
And I have this one. What else?
I have this one.
I have this one. Please, Ra's voice. All right.
I'm always watching you, Wazowski. All right, so she smokes, right? All right. All right. I'm going to try. Here we go. I don't know if I need tense. What do I need? Like funny spy music? Funny spy? I learned from yesterday to do the majority before you go. Spoiler, Jan kills Dumbledore. I just need an old lady voice. All right. This seems like good Jan music, yeah? You didn't file your paperwork, Wazowski. This music. Since I'm new, what's the Roz voice? It's that from, have you ever seen Monsters, Inc.? Where Mike Wazowski goes up to turn his papers in and she gives him a hard time. I'm always watching you, Wazowski. Keep drinking, right. Here we go. Detective G. Gonzalez, number 820, and I met with Jan Black Owens on 12/4/2024. If you guys haven't already liked the stream, make sure you subscribe. Also, this was written 12 days before the search warrant execution. Oh my God. All right, here we go. This location is a rental home owned by Owens, used as an Airbnb. We met at this location at the request of Black Owens, as she did not want Laura Owens to know about the meeting. The contact began approximately 0955 hours and was audio recorded. Oh God, I can't wait to hear this. Oh God. The following is a summary. Miss Black Owens invited us in and identified herself to us. We sat at the dining room table for the interview. Miss Black Owens told us, I don't want this contact to be noted. I explained that it would have to be noted. Miss Black Owens indicated, I get it. I said that I understand that she wanted to put this all into perspective for us. She indicated that this was correct and said, you know, it's become complicated because they have thrown all of these elements from the past. You know, when anybody asks me what I do online, how does one explain? Miss Black Owens said that I presumes that you're focused on the Clayton Eckert pot. And I indicated that this is correct, adding that it mainly concerns the court hearings and depositions where Laura is under oath. I added that the judge, that there were some evidence. I added that the judge felt that there was some evidence tampering and some minor perjury. Miss Black Owens said that, you know, as far as I know, there was nothing presented to the court that was not truthful. And Laura is pregnant. Shh, Laura doesn't know that I know that I'm here. That I know you're here. I have to take the car. Popped a tire. No! Virginia slips. You're going to fry your vocal cords. It's a perfect voice. Use it. Hand them a card with the channel IDs and just say join us. I don't know how to explain to normal people what I do. All hail Dave. Miss Black Owens said, this all happened with Clayton because Laura wanted to get into short-term rentals. Laura was interested in seller finance properties and eventually found that Clayton worked for a firm that specialized in that field. Laura reached out to Clayton and they seemed to have a real connection. Clayton then invited Laura over to his place. And Laura specifically told Clayton that this wasn't a booty call. Laura had not had sexual relations for a year before that. And this was the aftermath of her being attacked in Hoboken. Laura told Clayton she wasn't on birth control. And Clayton told Laura that he just wanted to come over and cuddle because he's feeling lonely. Clayton told Laura about having been the bachelor and that he was portrayed as being a villain, you know, because he lied to all the girls at the end. Laura told Clayton that she wanted to make it clear she didn't want to have sex. You guys sounding it out in the chat. It's a mix between Roz and Sipowicz. They just wanted to cuddle puddle. Oh, God. We've unlocked a new character. Jan Sipowin. Oh, God. You know, honestly, it was either this or selling pictures of my beehole on OnlyFans. I was this close. I don't hate, man. Those girls make money. Laura had been staying in the casita on her parents' property, and she went over and told her mother that she was going over to Clayton's, that she had made it clear to him that she didn't want to have sex. Who says this? At 34 years old. Hey, I'm going to this guy's house. I told him I didn't want to have sex with him. You provide happiness, educational facts, and law learning, all whilst creating a new religion. Dude, my sister thinks I'm just so uncool. I was telling her about stream yesterday when I got off. She goes, I don't have time for this. Laura then went to Clayton's home and he offered her a THC gummy. An HCG gummy. And she took it. According to Laura, Clayton was really, really high. Laura told her mother that they were making out, and then one thing leads to another. Who? I would never... I don't need to tell this information to anybody. Maybe like 2 of my friends. And then he had his fingers down there. Good Lord. Clayton then asked if he could stick it in for 30 seconds, and Laura told him no. Clayton then asked if he could stick it in for 25 seconds, and she said no. I asked if this was referring to his penis. Miss Black was like, yeah. Clayton counted down to 20 and then 15 seconds. all of which Laura said no. According to Miss Black Owens, Laura then felt... Laura said then she felt his penis inside her. Laura told Clayton that she told him no. Clayton then told Laura that she didn't feel the difference. I asked, like, where are you positioned? And I think they were on the couch. Laura was really upset about when she came home the next morning. It wasn't like a violent type of, quote, rape thing, considered what she had gone through in Hoboken. Why does your mom know this? Everybody in chat thinks I'm cool. 50% more friends than she does. Oh, God. I can't. I have a letter from my mother judge. What? Jan knows. Is reporting so not normal? I don't know. I would literally never tell my mom any of this. She would tell me to shut up. Right. Don't tell me any of this. My mother advised me to shave my beaver. Miss Black Owens said that, Clayton and Laura had looked at a couple of properties and Laura had an investor lined up. Laura told Clayton that she wanted to make offers on 2 places. Clayton agreed to write them up and had Laura sign them, assuming that Clayton would submit them. When Laura asked about the response, Clayton had not submitted one, and she was not sure about the other one. Miss Black Owens said that, Miss Black Owens said that Laura was very upset about that fact, so she filed a complaint with the Department of Real Estate for that. Good Lord. Is that a real quote? That cannot be a real quote. Still less Vogelfrey. The other one. Miss Black Owens said that Laura began suffering from morning sickness and was fatigued. So she took a home pregnancy test. The test was positive. Miss Black Owens stated that, oh, goddamn, I keep reading it like that. Laura reported that she wanted to make sure, so she wanted to have it, quote, medically done. Laura went to Banner Urgent Care where it was confirmed. And then Laura told Clayton, whose demeanor rapidly changed over the course of days. Initially, Clayton wanted them to figure out what to do. All of a sudden, I don't know what this accent is. Initially, Laura told Clayton that she really didn't want to have an abortion, but also she didn't want to raise a child with a confrontational father. Over the course of a few weeks, Clayton went from her having a child and raising it to having nothing to do with it and putting it up for adoption. Then it went to him having full custody of the child, and she would have nothing to do with it. And he would take the child to his parents' house in Missouri. Clayton was flip-flopping. At one point, Clayton told Laura that his parents thought it was a sign from God. We're in the Bronx now. Christopher Walken, meet the Bronx, meet Chicago, meet... I don't know where I am. I'm not good, Jan Sipowicz walking. Your accent took a left at Albuquerque and went straight to Hoboken. Guys, I'm not a voice actor. What do you want from me? I don't know what you guys want from me. I'm doing my best. I love this voice. Gad. Jackie's still up. Okay. Let's get down to business. At one point, Clayton had invited Laura over his house to talk about it, and Laura went. She brought a pregnancy test with her, believing Clayton would want to see it for himself, you know? Once there, Clayton told Laura that he had a test and that he wanted her to take his test. He just sprung it on her. And he wanted her to do it in his presence. Laura did comply. And guess what? I just spit everywhere. The test was positive. Clayton told Laura that he was glad that she did that and that now he knows that she's not a liar. Clayton Eckerd, please don't ever watch my videos. I'll never get an interview. Talk amongst yourselves. This accent has become so many things. What is up? Hoboken, if you know what I mean. I have a buddy who can do a perfect walk-in. I should have him come read with us. I can't. You guys are so unserious. Clayton wanted to talk to me, and he called me and left a message saying that he wanted to talk to me about it. You know, I told him that he needed to talk to Laura, not me. I did speak with him on the phone, though, and that we spoke for about 40 minutes. Clayton admitted to me that he did have some side of a, quote, pre-cum. He said that. And that's how it happened. I told Clayton that he should have been more of a stand-up guy about this. I said it was not, that part of it was not consensual, and he was aware of that. Wait a second. Hold on a second. You told him that you wanted him to man up and that Laura was a good person and he should get to know her and they should date. And you also acknowledge that you said part of it was not consensual and you and him are aware of that. You are accusing this man of rape, and you are also asking him to date your daughter at the same time and give her a chance. Fuck all the way off. All the way off. Wow. Eventually, objection, hearsay. Such great work. They left me there in Hoboken with the Beals. Oh, God. Speaking of Beals, Laura, I can't wait. So this is Jan's report right now that he admitted that he assaulted your daughter, and you're like, you should man up, not call the police. You don't want to call the police, Jan? Because let me tell you, I got to tell you, Jan, I wouldn't call the police either. But you know who would need the police if they assaulted my daughter? Fucking Clayton. I'm not calling the police. I got a FOID card and that's it. I ain't calling nobody. But you mean to tell me that a man admitted to you to assaulting your daughter and you did nothing? And then you tried to convince him to date your daughter? That's the story you're telling. That's the story you're sticking with? Okay. 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 Disgusting. Everybody, like, hype, subscribe if you are not already. Wow. Unbelievable. I wouldn't call the police either, but that's because we would have different reasons. Mm-mm. Nah, I ain't gonna call cops. How about you just date my sweet little Laura? What is going on? This is, I mean, but listen to what you're saying. You're saying that this man, you're accusing this man of assault and then also to date your daughter. Why? Why? God. You know, I did watch some of his show on YouTube, and I was aware that he was dishonest, and I couldn't believe a word that was coming out of his mouth, you know? I feel like he wanted to polish his reputation because he was trying to get a spot on Dancing with the Stars. I guess that makes sense if you know what happened to Laura in Hoboken. We moved here from San Francisco in 2021, and Laura had a boyfriend in San Francisco for a couple of years. It was Mike Maricini. Laura had not had good luck with any of these guys. You see, Laura dated Mancini for about half a year. And for the first 6 months, he was fine with her. And then he became more violent, sexually. Included choking Laura during sex. There was also other violence involved. At one point, Laura became pregnant with Maricini's child. And we all went to dinner. And Laura told him that she was pregnant, but it wasn't the right time. Laura and Maricini then went to Planned Parenthood in Walnut Creek, and then Laura took abortion pills. Again, unless she didn't find out that he was violent with her until after you then tried to get this man to have a baby with your daughter. I'm starting to think that this Laura Owens is a bit of a troublemaker. Laughed this much in a while. I've spit out my coffee when you picked up the candle to church to church day. Oh my God. Need to find the light on your Lord's word, Dave Neal. Jana's going to claim she never said any of this stuff. Clayton was too honest, if anything. Right. She met up with Diddy. Hello, coming here from True Crime and Wine. Hi. Hello. My daughter's a keeper. She's a San Francisco treat. For about 1 year now. Hi, Angela. JBO sounds tired. Get her a smoke. I need candy cigarettes for her character. Mike and her now brother-in-law sat down with Ron and Jan and told him Laura made it all up. Right. Listen. At some juncture, Maricini said that Laura had cancer. Laura never said that, and Maricini never said that. up until now. She feels that this may have been the work of Maricini and Gillespie. She also reported that Gillespie had concocted emails, and he tried to indicate were from Laura, and they were not from her because Greg is a master hacker. Maricini reported this in his deposition concerning the protective order hearing. That Laura had polycystic ovarian syndrome. I don't know why I feel like she would say that, but hi, Raiders! Hello. If you guys are new here, hi. My name is Bacon Bears. Welcome in. We are covering Laura Owens. I am very unserious about this case, and I do stupid voices and make stupid characters. Thank you, everyone. Why can't I see a raid? That's so dumb. Anyways, hello. Welcome in. He says Maricini real good. Yay, we have banana bread. Welcome, Raiders. We are reading the investigative report, and I have just gotten into Jan Black Owens's private report. Master hacker, pork chops, and applesauce. Applesauce. I'm not a voice actor. Just sit down and buckle up, all right? Just come in, sit down, buckle up. You'll be fine. Also, we have a church here, so hope you're into that. Okay. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. They said that Laura had polycystic ovary syndrome. He never said anything about cancer. The cancer allegations came out after Maricini and Gillespie got together, and Maricini found 2 emails on his laptop that appeared to be sent to Laura, pretending to be a doctor. They're fantastic. I have a voice for Jingers. Yes! Laura only went out with Gillespie for about 2 weeks or so. Gillespie told Laura that he had been hurt in relationships before by girls cheating on him. And then he asked for passwords. Laura provided those passwords to Gillespie. And during that relationship, Gillespie told Laura it's easy to doctor a letterhead, you know what I mean? Stating that he'd done it before. Laura became pregnant by Gillespie, and he was insistent that she have an abortion, that she take abortion pills in his presence. Gillespie indicated to Laura he was gonna ruin her life if she didn't comply. Gillespie put his fingers in Laura's mouth to make sure she took the pills. Laura was very upset with how that ended. So she filed an abortion coercion case. She filed an abortion coercion suit against Gillespie. Laura didn't ask for no monies. She asked for a charitable donation to be made to educate people about abortion coercion. She's such a nice girl. Freaking plate. Oh, thanks for the breadsticks.
Colon slides a couple bucks in TBE offering plate for my mistake.
Get your breadsticks. Hi, Susan. Gillespie hired an attorney, right? Greg Woodnick. Suggesting that they may have worked together. You know what I mean? Previously. And that it's not just an attorney-client relationship. You know what I mean? You see, during the suit, Woodnick contacted an attorney, Joe Kotchett, who was friends with our family, and asked him to tell Laura to drop the case. The attorney had represented Laura in an auto accident case in the past. And the only way that Woodnick would know about this attorney was through Laura's emails and from Gillespie accessing her emails. You see, Mr. Kotchett had represented my husband in a labor service suit during the time that Laura dated Gillespie and may have mentioned his name to her. Laura didn't have an attorney at the time. Mr. Woodnick said, Mr. Woodnick challenged the abortion coercion suit on a constitutional basis. Joe Kotchett. Oh, God. Cosmo Queen of Melrose. Save some time. Right. Oh, God. I can't even hear the phrase all the best without saying it in my head. In Megan's voice. I don't see what the motive for Laura was. It looks like maybe power and control, but I can't make sense of her motives. No sense is to be had here, JCM. None. Hi, Susan. He was never at their house. Yeah, sure, he said that because he is the one that has to fake medical records for some reason. Gillespie said Laura was his San Francisco tree. Deep exhale. This is messy because everybody keeps bringing up the past, but also spends 3 hours talking about it made up for the last 15 years. All right, Joe, catch it. I want to know how the hell she cleaned her back so damn fast. What? Jan Sipowicz walk-ins. Just keep adding them on. Oh, God. Are we talking about Jimmy Hoffa? Oh, my God. You're missing your fake cigarette. I know. I need to get like a little one. I have a pen. I think it's funnier if I just don't have one. Oh, God. The way this stuff takes a left every day. It has been my sign off on work for emails, and now it gives me the ick. This is going to sound weird because I'm way behind, but on the subject of Lowe's miscarriage at 24 weeks, this is a horror scene bloodbath. Right. We know that she has the only damn permanent passwords on the damn planet. Greg said it, on her back, and then right. Jizzed. Yeah, maybe she's just gross and she like rolled over, but we know what she tried to do with it, allegedly. All right, back to Jimmy Hoffa. I need a new one. Oh, these first ones are great. Laura ended her relationship with Gillespie in August of 2021, and then in February of 2022, Laura connected with a guy on Bumble, a dating app. He lived in Hoboken. JBO Sig. Thank you for the breadsticks. All hail Dave.
JBO Sig Fund.
Hoboken. But said that he was going to relocate to Scottsdale. During their video chats, he suggested that she travel to Hoboken to visit with him, knowing that her sister lived there. I asked Sarah if she knew this man. She did not. Laura decided to go to Hoboken and see her sister. This guy was a very particular about the time of Laura's arrival and that she takes public transportation instead of an Uber. Sus, right? Laura arrives at the door, and this guy answers. While on the phone, he hands her a drink, as prearranged. Laura then consumes this drink, and she felt that she was drugged and then violently assaulted. This was a targeted attack, which coincided with Mr. Woodnick's ultimatum to drop the suit against Gillespie. My opinion is that the attack was live streamed. I understand that this is the part of the big picture. However, it's outside the purview of what we're investigating. Laura contacted the Hoboken Police Department and spoke with a detective. Laura reported she said she was afraid. She didn't want to name this guy in the report. The FBI is involved in this case now. The assault occurred on March 22, and that guy texted Laura again November 22, and he was in Scottsdale and asked if she wanted to meet. Laura thought that he wanted to finish the job. I feel like I'm in a film noir. Chilling on your back. Oh my God. Get a towel. Get a towel. Oh yeah. She never, yeah, the placenta. I didn't even think about that. That's such a good point. Especially the background music. Oh no, not transportation coercion. Oh God. Spoiler. Also, why wouldn't you want to go after somebody like that and put him in jail? You know, like if you're so afraid of him. And okay, so now he's in Scottsdale. You don't call the police then? You guys, this is making me lightheaded. Oh boy. Oh boy. All this, but no contact names, case numbers, phone numbers. Just trust me. Right. Right. I wouldn't know where Hoboken is if it was the only thing on a map. And you see, the funny thing is, all of this seems to come together at the time of the trial with Gillespie. Uh-huh. You see, Laura was scared and sent correspondence to the court requesting to appear virtually, indicating that she believed that Mr. Woodnick and Greg Gillespie were involved in her attack. The court clerk sent this response to Mr. Woodnick. Awesome. Can you believe it? I think that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie want to damage Laura's reputation and make her seem as if she were just this unhinged, crazy girl if she were to testify. I'd love to hear you sing Hello, Dolly. Hello, my lady. Hello, my dolly. She waits until they're all in court. The cops on Greg, one of the safest places they could be together. Yes, the police would be chasing a non-existent person. Film noir. BB needs a fedora. Her hair up in victory rolls. Oh my God. Frequent bullshitters open house. I've only been introduced to him on the podcast. I haven't seen all of that. Yeah, Chase and Tag, I haven't gotten there yet. Mike Wazowski. Ugh. You see, after Gillespie and the attack in Hoboken, Laura meets Clayton and then becomes involved in a dispute with him. She said that everyone that involved themselves in this seemed to have their own reasons for wanting to discredit Laura. And Clayton wanted to polish his image. Clayton knows what happened. It fits the technical definition of rape. Mr. Woodnick had contrived names of medical providers and fed information to internet content creators. Like my daughter, because she's a internet-based personality, if you know what I mean. Laura told me she didn't know any of them medical providers. That Woodnick cited and denied reporting that she went to any of them. Mr. Woodnick had alleged that Laura took pregnancy hormones along with all these other crazy similar theories. Laura also told me that she did not willingly have sex with Eckerd, and she kept saying that to no end. You guys, I fear if anybody comes to my podcast and watches what we're doing, I will never get a real interview with anybody. So, is that you? Hi, Buffy Bot. How are you? If you know what I mean. Welcome to church, friends. Ginger. Why would they go through all this trouble to make Laura seem crazy when then all they had to do was let her talk and talk and talk? So she finally gets a second date and she doesn't want it. Right. We tried to reject. We tried to reject here after the stream. Yeah, everybody came in. They said, Raid, hi. Is that you? You were on stream. What is your channel? Tell me what your channel is. What do you do? Welcome in. I assume you talk about Laura Owens. If you do it seriously, you might want to leave here because this is going to piss you off. I promise. I don't believe he did either. It doesn't even slightly make sense. Not a single bit of it. Welcome to church, everyone. We appreciate you. Also, I don't know if I allow links in the chat. But if you want to go ahead and link back to your channel, you can do that too. Because I appreciate you bringing everybody in. That's really nice of you. There was a raid. Yes. There was a... Why YouTube doesn't have that set up so that we know that there's a raid is so lame. I told Miss Black Owens that at this point we weren't disputing the fact that Laura was pregnant. I told Miss Black Owens that Laura did say that she doctored one test where she increased the hormone level. But Miss Black Owens said, that document was never submitted as evidence, though. Laura submitted the actual record. The doctor was provided to Dave Neal, content creator, podcaster, our Lord and Savior. Laura was trying to get some sort of commitment from Clayton to see what kind of father he would be. Laura felt that they could have joint custody and was concerned that Clayton didn't know what joint custody was. Laura couldn't get anywhere with Clayton, so they hired a law firm to act as intermediary. Oh, good. They do dramatic readings as well. Laura Owens. You're serious? Us serious? No. Oh, yeah. If the mods can share links, that'd be great. Yeah, it didn't show up for me either, but it's supposed to pop up. Interesting. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Laura's got a brain tumor. Yeah, she got epilepsy due to something that occurred with Michael Maricini. It involved blunt force trauma. I thought it involved strangulation. You see, Maricini is a person who cannot lie. Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie reach out to Maricini because they learned that Laura had a case against him. I also believe that Maricini and Gillespie got together and came up with the emails to appear as if they came from doctors in San Francisco, saying that Laura had ovarian cancer. This was to make it look like she was just doctoring all this stuff, you know. If you ask me, Woodnick and Gillespie came up with all these items that they indicated were doctored just to make Laura seem as if she was crazy. The crazier they can make Laura seem, the better for them. You know? If they were ever connected to that Hoboken attack. Too much. Yeah, let's go. I'm up to collab with anybody. Joint and custody. 2 difficult words. Time, crime, and wine. Oh, true crime. Wait, sorry, time crime. Oh my God, I can't. I've been reading too much. I'm sorry. True crime and wine is the channel. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll have to go check you guys out when I'm done. Thanks for popping in. I love it. That's great. Barbecue, cigarettes, and coffee. Ugh. The crazier they can make. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. There you go, Al Jakad. Thank you. True Crime and Wine. Their link is in the chat if you guys want to go check it out. Right. Literally, Jan saying that faked medical records are crazy. How do I just keep it on this one? I like this little one. Just repeat this? I can't. Oh, well. I like this one. This one's my favorite. Perfect. Let's go. I said to my husband, you're driving me crazy. And he said, well, a short drive. Doesn't make much to make Laura Owens look crazy. Dude, she does it all by herself. All by herself. Ugh. I told Miss Owens that there was a lot said about ultrasounds during the hearings. I asked if Laura ever had an ultrasound concerning Clayton. Miss Owens Black said, I know that this is a touchy area, you know, and I don't really want to get into that. But I'm aware that Laura said she changed something during her deposition because she didn't want Clayton to know what lab she went to. But, you know, they never submitted any sonogram to the court. She only used it for extortion. I'm ad-libbing. I don't believe that Mr. Woodnick ever submitted anything. You see, my understanding is that Gillespie came up with 1 or 2 sonograms in this case with Laura. Gillespie submitted sonograms to the court saying that Laura presented them to him. Laura contended at the time that she had taken abortion pills at 8 weeks prior to the possibility of having a sonogram. I thought he shoved the pills in her mouth. He put his fingers in her mouth to open them. She took them by herself? Am I wrong? Timer also in the community and Discord. Awesome. God, my brain is fried. Right. Okay. So a couple paragraphs back, Gillespie put his fingers in her mouth and shoved them down her throat. And now she took them willingly. Okay. I'm just wondering. I said that in the Gillespie suit, Laura said she was pregnant with twins. Miss Black Owens told us she never said that she had twins. But Gillespie claimed that she did. You see, Gillespie claimed that Laura said it was a boy and a girl. I said that I understood that only one of the fetuses passed because she only took one pill. Right. However, Laura said that she took the pill so early that she never had a sonogram and didn't know what it was. The Gillespie case was about abortion coercion. It was never about paternity. And that's Mr. Woodnick tried to turn it into a paternity case, and she didn't understand why. Crazy stamped across it. Right. I'm pretty sure simply not telling Clayton would prevent him from figuring out they live right. Why does she file abortion coercion instead of assault? Right. Mm-hmm. Spare brain for a moment. Oh my God. What if she was having triplets? No, we haven't made it to Diddy yet. She did too tell Greg she had twins. She claimed one was absorbed. She did send him a sonogram. How she thought taking one pill means one baby doesn't make sense. Right. Right. Master hacker Greg. I wonder if he knows he's a master hacker. I'll have to ask. Where am I? Miss Black Owens showed us a document from One Medical related to the Gillespie case. The document indicated that the nurse practitioner was concerned over Gillespie's behavior and that they were afraid of him. Laura was offered resources. When did he go with her anywhere? Miss Black Owens mentions Gillespie said that Laura sent him a sonogram, and there were some emails that were doctored from Laura. She said that they don't know if he actually went into her computer because he had her passwords. Laura looked in her sent mail and didn't find it. She thinks Gillespie either sent them from Laura's email or he doctored them to look like they were from her email. What behavior? Right. Fetus seeking. Oh my God. K-Dubs, a dirty martini, right. As soon as the news came out that Laura was pregnant with Eckert's child, Gillespie and Woodnick all of a sudden become involved. And then they go and they get Maricini and they bring him into it. Mr. Woodnick said that Maricini had been subpoenaed to Judge Matta's court, but this wasn't true. The hearing with Judge Matta was an absolute joke. She didn't know how I don't know how Judge Matta could conclude the things that she concluded, such as faking a pregnancy, that she took HCG. I saw Laura's stomach getting bigger and bigger. Laura took videos and photographs with her naked, pregnant belly. Laura's weight gain. 130 pounds at the end of pregnancy. The cops are like, yeah, we believe she was pregnant. That's fine. We don't care. A sonogram of two you. I had a sonogram of two youths. Oh, God. None of my past boyfriends had mine. Oh, yeah, Master Hacker. Right. He time traveled. Thinking aloud. We'll file with the right. She calls the police if somebody's making a YouTube video about her, but she doesn't call the police if she's been assaulted and it's been live streamed. Okay. Thank you. I'm just glad you guys don't find me annoying. I'm sure I've lost some subs over this. How dare they find her pattern of behavior? Miss Black Owens talked to us about some podcaster and content creators such as Dave Neal and how they were affecting Laura throughout, and that Laura tried to get a restraining order against him. Right, on the dark web. Give us time. Wait, give you time for what? To get annoyed with me? To lose subs? Great. I love that for me. Once Laura had confirmation that she was no longer pregnant, she understood that the suit was on the dismissal calendar. At the time, Eckerd had an order preventing Laura from contacting him. Eckerd reported that Laura had sent him 500 emails. Miss Black Owens stated, "This is a lie. Laura never sent him 500 emails." At this point in the case, was on the dismissal calendar, Laura knew she had the miscarriage, and it was verified that she was no longer pregnant, so she thought it was over, and that at one point, Mr. Woodnick kept the suit going. He did that so he could make Laura seem unhinged. Yeah, but joking, of course. Oh, fine. Rosvinny Black. Oh, yeah. Did you guys know that I run a very successful podcast, Nobody Told Me show? And that the Justice for Clayton cult has gone after all of our guests and sponsors. They also tried to ruin our horse business. And Mr. Woodnick is after Laura and has gone to lengths such as to lie in his filings and statements that he is trying to rehash the Gillespie case, which he lost. If you don't know what happened in Hoboken, this all seems bizarre. It seems that Laura is a crazy person. Detective Gonzalez asked if there was ever a connection made between the guy in Hoboken and Gillespie or Mr. Woodnick. Not that I know of. And then she provided her opinion on Mr. Woodnick and wondered why he was so focused on Laura and discrediting her. Bacon, right. Wouldn't that crap have made it to the site, made the news? Something would have happened. There are way more offensive creators on YouTube. Dave Neal seems like a nice guy. Right. The accent is morphing again. Who are we now? Maybe faking horse papers ruined your horse business. Maybe making the face of your business Laura Owens ruined your business. But who am I? I've been with Laura through all these cases, and there was no question in my mind that these things actually happened. I stated that our investigation is to see if Laura lied or tampered with evidence. Miss Black Owens said, I knows the documents that she sent to Dave Neal, altered HCG test. and that Laura said that she shouldn't have done it. Laura never changed any of the evidence in court. Ms. Black Owens also again spoke of Judge Matta's ruling. She is saying that Laura is on the hook for $149,000 in legal fees. There were no legal fees at the time that Laura filed to dismiss this case. There's something going on between that Judge Matta and that Woodnick. I can feel it in my bones. And this is because Judge Matta's ruling was almost word for word the same as Woodnick's press release. Yeah, you dipshit. He's gonna put in there what the judge said. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. Dave be with you and also with you. May Dave be with you and also with you. Yay! We like Megan Fox. Yeah, closer now to 200K. Good Lord. If they were forging papers in the horse world, that is guaranteed death to the business. Oh, Lauren, are you just getting here? Oh, boy. Lauren's in the house. Well, Lauren, you have come at the right time. So also, may Dave be with you. Welcome to church. So I have finally gotten to the Jan Owens interview, and they have requested a very specific Jan character. So, you know, that's just who I am now. Let's move on. Miss Black Owens spoke of death threats. You see, I received some death threats and some additional theories to this. What? Listen. They're death threats. And I've received some additional theories connecting this to the Gilgo Beach murders in New York. Or this. Oh my God. Or the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking case. You're fucking lying. You're lying. How do you say this with a straight face? I feels that this may be a part of a bigger picture. And I think that the FBI may be looking into it. You see, Mr. Woodnick indicated that Laura stated that he and Gillespie raped her. Laura never said anything about the details of it. She just said that they may have been involved in some fashion. She continued by telling us that in another proceeding, Mr. Woodnick indicated that Laura alleged that he and Gillespie coordinated the attack in Hoboken. I hate all of you. Praise be to Dave. Did Jan blame Diddy yet? Here we are. Oh my God. I'm only on my third potty break. Immediate cuffs. What am I reading? I feel like I found this. I feel like I found this on Reddit. Chase J. Jones, her doctor. That's all right. Be behind. That's fine. Oh, my God. The Gilgo Beach murders. And Diddy. You think that your daughter is connected to Gil? This music is so perfect for what is happening right now. What is this? Miss Black Owens told us that she wanted us to know that there was nothing presented in court that was not 100% true. There were things that Mr. Woodnick presented. There were medical records from places that had no records for Laura. But he didn't present records from the legitimate ones. I told her we don't have records from the legitimate offices. How much longer do you think this investigation would take? I said that I hoped it wouldn't take much longer. Detective Gonzalez asked about Laura's computer, if she still has one that she had when Gillespie had her password. You see, I am under the suspicious belief that Laura got a new computer. I've been telling her to change her passwords. She doesn't have two authentication, whatever that is. Pled guilty, and it was the next video to play. My God. Has anyone checked in the... Yeah, was it Diddy that live streamed it? Do we know that? Miss Black Owens then told us that there was an incident that Laura reported to me. You see, Laura told me that was Gillespie in the car when they pulled up in front of the house. Somebody was standing in front of the house and contacted them. Gillespie told Laura that he was in the real estate business and that she should give him a phone so he could put his contact information in it. Laura told me she didn't know what the guy did with the phone, but he was monkeying around with it for a little while. I thought he may have done something with that phone. You know what I mean? To clarify. Right, two-factor. That's what I was talking about. At least one doctor. Maybe one. When Jan was... Right. Hi, Pina. How are you? Nice to see you. I think Jan believed all those stories told by Lo. I just don't understand, like, how you repeat this to the police. Miss Black Owens said, I want you to know that there was nothing presented in the court that wasn't 100% truthful. Laura and Mr. Gingras if Laura and Mr. Gingras want to talk to us, we would be happy to speak with them. And Miss Black Owens told us that Mr. Gingras has said that this was not his area of expertise in the law. Wait, he shows restraint? What? What? This man shows restraint? I don't want Laura to know that I spoke with the police because, Mr. Gingras didn't let the investigators do their work. And that has concluded this portion of Masterpiece Theater. Oh, God. Yeah, it's been long. I always hand over my phone to random dudes. Right. Oh, my God. It's so bad. It's so bad. The bonus episode on Jan telling the cops Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I didn't listen to yesterday's. Bravo! Bravo. All right. Let's see what we got before I gotta go, because I got about 20 minutes left. Let me see. When you see Jan shenanigans and with her brother, she is Laura. Our Dave is a loving Dave. Am I catching this live? You are. No spoilers. Cheers and stomping feet. Today is the deposing of David at the bar. I wonder if you think that'll be taped? I'm interested. All right, let's see what we got, friends. What do we got left? Who's next? Oh, okay. How long is this one? Oh, this one's long. All right, maybe we can get through it. I got 20 minutes. Let's speed read. So the next portion of this investigation, we are on page 75, is telephone contact with victim Clayton Eckerd. Let's see. It was audio recorded. The following is a summary. I began by telling Clayton that I was reviewing some information and working on a report, and that I had some questions. I asked if Laura contacted him about a week prior to their meeting. Clayton said that it was a week or two. I asked if he recalled the exact date. Clayton told me that she reached out to him on LinkedIn, and he could find the date through that. And he could trace it with his text messages. I said I understand that she contacted him on LinkedIn, and asked how soon after that she made phone contact. He said it was pretty quickly after that he had given her his cell number for the purpose of viewing homes. Clayton said that they began texting right after the LinkedIn contact. Clayton felt they text for a couple of weeks, and then she came to his home one night. For certain, public likely not. Right. Okay. Can't do a pap. You didn't know that they have a drive-through pap smears? Because she just stopped by one on her way home. Oh, God. The outcome of his case is she's trying to get it renewed, right? Hi, Carl. Not until FOIA gets it. Gotcha. With her, right. Okay. I understand that Laura sent him a provocative photo of some type. Clayton said that she sent him a photo of her butt, not nude, but in spandex shorts or something like that. I asked Clayton if he still had the picture. Clayton indicated that he would locate his computer. I asked if Laura was doing in the picture aside from what she was wearing. Clayton said she wasn't doing anything lewd. She was just showing off her shape. There was no nudity or anything like that. I asked if she was by a pool or stables in her home. Clayton could not recall the background. Clayton asked if he should pull the LinkedIn from his computer. I indicated so. Clayton also asked if I wanted timelines on the first LinkedIn message. I said yes. And when she first contacted him on LinkedIn and when they first had phone contact. I asked Clayton if she knows what the date was and when Laura took the pregnancy test at his home. Clayton said that he could identify it from the timestamp on the photo, but does not know it off the top of his head. I asked if there was the one that she took in the bathroom. Clayton said yes. Our Dave is an awesome Dave. Jan loves the attention, got carried away. Ugh. Slip up, phone right up, and wait for the click. Wait, what? I don't know. What is a good name for a drive-through pap smear place? Good Lord. The chat is so wrong, it's right. Oh, God. 2 words a man doesn't want to hear. I'm late. Yeah. Well, these men. I told Clayton that when we first spoke, he mentioned that he thought Chris Lane may have been been a victim or a witness of some type. I told Clayton that he was on an earlier season of The Bachelor, and he thought he may have been a victim or a witness. Clayton said that there was a guy, but he didn't think his last name was Lane. It is somewhere Pap and Go, smear. Steer and smear. Oh my God. Clayton said there was a guy, but he didn't think his last name was Lane. He said he was picturing a different guy. Clayton told me that there was a guy that had interacted with her that was on The Bachelorette. She tried to make advances. He shot her down. It never became a thing. Clayton said that he never knew Chris Lane and that he thinks it might have been another guy. The other guy never engaged with her. I asked Clayton to send me information with the dates he has as an opportunity. Pat Bays, Five Guys Pap and Fries, Swab and Go, The Smear Garage, Pop In Pap, Quick Lube Pap, oh God, Jiffy Pap, In and Out Pap Stop, oh God, Pap Boys. I asked Clayton if he lost any jobs or money due to this. Clayton said that he had one documented deal he lost. Clayton said that it was skincare company and they stopped responding to him. Clayton reached out to see why they stopped. They sent him an email indicating that they were going to pull the partnership in light of the allegations. I asked Clayton to send me an email. I asked if there was a position with a suicide support group. Clayton said that it was a mental health support group, and Laura was trying to stop him from speaking, saying that he was a deadbeat dad and that he didn't care about her mental health. Clayton said that he wasn't getting paid for that. Clayton said concerning the money that he lost, it would be under $10,000. He said that he couldn't get a lot of places to respond. The companies would not respond back, and they wouldn't tell him why. I asked about Dancing with the Stars. Clayton said that he really didn't think he was in contention for that. Clayton said that he would send me the information via email. I received the email from Clayton on April 29th of 2025 containing a PDF titled Date of Pregnancy Test Sent, First Contact via LinkedIn, Lost Skincare Brand Deal 1, and provocative video. After reviewing these emails, I noted that the LinkedIn contact was on May 17th of 2023, and the first text exchange also began on May 17th of 2023. The day of the event at Clayton's home was on May 20th. The text exchange to Clayton with the pregnancy announcement was on June 1st of 2023. So here's what we're going to do, because it's coming down to the wire. Where are we? We are page 76. All right, guys. Okay. I have to pack up and go get my kids. If you guys are not subscribed already, please consider doing so. We have been going live every day. Tomorrow, we will do a members only live, and we will do whatever you guys feel like doing in there. Maybe watching some videos. You guys have been the best. I have had a good time today. My voice is spent. But before I leave you, we must end. I know my hair is growing out. I want it to grow back. I want my long hair back. Before I leave you, we need to leave each sermon with a send out here. Everybody put your hands together.
For our Lord and Dave. Holy Dave, this chat is fun. You guys are the best. I had a good time today. May Dave be with you and also with you. And that, beloved congregation, today is the end of the reading of this report. The documents have preached. The church has witnessed. And the breadsticks were absolutely worth it. Go forth and share this video. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell that one person in your life who still doesn't believe you. Send them the link. Church is adjourned. The itty-bitty committee remains unwell. And we will see you tomorrow. May Dave be with you. God, I forgot. May Dave be with you. Holidavia. And also with you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.